Hello, everybody. 32 players out of 48 have been decided for Capcom Cup. And tonight, we are going to find out who the 33rd player is from the US Canada West region. My name is James Chen, and I am joined by Ringe. Are you ready for this one?
Man, ready to qualify another person in the Capcom Cup. You know this is what we do, James. I can't wait to see who from the West Coast gets to be added to Capcom Cup, right? We got some players that have been through Capcom Cup via this qualification before. We got some newcomers with their first chance at it. And to be honest, it's everybody's last chance to get into that actual singles part of Capcom Cup, right? We know like Chris T is in SFL. There's another player I believe in SFL that's escaping me right now. Nephew is in SFL as well, right? They might get to Ryu Goku via SFL, but as far as the single side of things, this is their last shot, man.
Yep, absolutely. And we have a lot of very, very strong players here that are going to be duking it out. Hopefully we can get, oh, there it is, the bracket right there. As you can see on the winner's side, it will be JB going up against Chris CCH and Chris T going up against Nephew. And who do we got on the loser side here?
Well, we got Mr. World Warriors are not real Street Fighter, Noah the Prodigy going up against Doma XD. And then we got Enzo versus Samurai. There's representation from all the major regions out here on the West Coast, right? What SoCal is in the building, Sen/NorCal is in the building, Seattle's in the building. So it's gonna be a fun one, man. Now, most definitely.
Yeah, can't wait to see who will be representing. Obviously, this is our home region, so you know there's definitely going to be a little bit of like excitement for us to see who's going to be repping our scene here. So again, not only, of course, do these players get qualified, but they do earn a little bit of money as well. They get a little bit of a bonus prize for winning this regional finals. And again, this is not a super region, so this is it. This is the person who wins this. That's it. That gets to make it in there. So a lot on the line.
100%. And because it's not a super region and this is the regional finals event, right? All of those 5 World Warrior events mattered so much because it determined the seeding for the bracket that we got today, right? We are not starting all winners or anything like that. We got 4 in the top side winners, 4 in the bottom side losers. So, I mean, it's a bit of a different tournament scenario for players as well, right? Where they're entering only having 1 shot. It's basically single elimination for everybody that's starting on the loser side of things. So it's going to be tough, and we'll check in with those players in a little bit. But right now, looks like we got Chris T going up. Who was it? Chris CCH? Who will be the superior Chris? That's how we're going to start this off. Let's go.
We need, I mean, there's so many Chris and then initial, like in the scene. Yeah. I feel like we need to have like a Chris match. Like, you know, whoever wins that tournament gets to keep the name Chris. You know?
We can do the full Chris Invitational, honestly. We can get like Chris Matrix on commentary. We can do all kinds of stuff. But
oh, man.
Right now, of course,
Chris CCH there with a good check. And then Chris T trying to swing in between that string there, getting caught.
Indeed. Back to the neutral, right? Nothing significant has happened yet. Both players trying to feel each other out. You see Chris T immediately responding to the jab with the roundhouse. Oh, and then jumping the normals. It's a big option versus Ed, right? He's got a long commitment on a lot of the options.
And of course, oh no, blocks the DP. So this is going to be a big punish. Nice optimized punish there, starting with the run. Tatsu going to be able to link after that thanks to the punish counter.
Yes, indeed, man. And Chris T, fresh off of SFL, right? Getting the counter hit knocked down. I know the counter hit commitment days are long gone, but speaking of which, Chris CH commits a little bit too hard. Throw one.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Just goes for the low, but there's that Ken standing heavy punch that causes so many people so many problems. And that means Chris T is going to take this one with a perfect game number 1 to Chris T.
I like the little mind game from Chris in the corner as well, right? It was like 2 lights, and then usually we do 3 lights as a string, right? He waited a second, gave Chris CCH just enough time to press something that got counter hit by the Fierce. That was extra stuff right there. And then speaking of which, that's the first significant hit of this match as well.
Oh, and look at that. And just a little bit of a stagger between those lights. Did catch Chris CCH doing something. Counter hit. It's going to give him that big combo, and now we're back into this corner. Oh my God, how many standing heavy punches is he going to eat? And that's going to be another perfect for Chris T.
This man Chris T said, y'all must have forgot. Ryu or Stand Heavy getting all the shine? Y'all forgot who put this button on the map.
Oh no. I mean, at least it's a different corner at this point, you know. Oh,
We're getting Chris CCH a first chance to fight for real. Honestly, he's just been smothered by Chris, and there it is again. Just drive rush to start it off. Couldn't check it, and then the slower DP, right? Can't actually check the pressure in time.
yeah. So far, right now, Chris T has been in so much control, and I feel like Chris CCH has been having a little bit of trouble. Didn't go for the dream combo route there. Interesting.
Yeah, a little surprised he didn't do OD blitz. It would have put him like below 1 bar, but it still seemed worth it at that point. Either way,
If you got the dream combo going, you're gonna build back a lot of that gauge. Chris T tried to go for that same stagger, but this time just the dash in into the interrupt. This is a CA, so you know this is death right here.
Oh, indeed, man. Chris T, bruh. With the SF5. And people have been doing it more and more, man, giving people nightmares of failing the dash check. That's what we saw right there. And he must have done it, I think, to conserve that meter for the OD Jinrai, honestly. But I gotta remember how much meter he started with. But either way, on to the next game. That was 2 quick ones for Chris.
I'll say, right now, Chris T is definitely speed running his way into that winner's finals. Again, that's just one step closer to crouching medium punch, eating him, beating Ed, and leaving him grounded too.
Yeah, but ate that forward heavy attempt 100%. Now we're getting the meaty with the projectile. Immediately, though, Chris T recognizes winning and press back with that light kick, escapes the corner, didn't pay much for it, honestly.
Yeah. So we're back to the neutral here, and you can see right now, Chris CCH knew he had a big drive gauge advantage, so he was willing to spend a lot of those on raw drive rushes and drive rush cancels, and now trying to keep Chris T in the corner, but he's gonna get clipped. Oh no.
And I've been seeing players do this more and more, right? Where they'll do drive rushes outside of that distance where the drive rush jab will hit and then just immediately commit to another button. Because people will try to check it, right? And they'll be out of range to check it. So in that situation, it was being Chris CCH trying, I think it was like a light and a drive rush cancel, and that got beat by the next button from Chris. So yeah, man, I mean, that's the SFL hyperbolic time chamber we talked about.
I'll say. Because, oh, okay, here we go. Chris CCH should be able just to take the round here without spending any meter. And so this is the first time we've seen some, you know, some play from Chris CCH here. He gets a perfect there. Let's see if he can turn that into some momentum. But the crouching, I mean, Chris T is showing off all of Ken's good normals, man.
Yeah, 100%. He is like flow state looking right now. But Chris T trying to knock him out of that.
Oh no. Doesn't get the dream combo. Mistimed the follow-up there.
It's hard right now when there's been so much pressure put on you, right? It feels like he's just getting his bearings back, trying to slow this tempo to something that Chris wants to favor.
And I like that, just interrupting the Jinrai pressure. Don't even give him a chance to start it. Oh, but there it is, sneaking in there with the Jinrai again.
Oh, nice jab check. Chris CCH starting to get accustomed to Chris T's timings. Big check on the aggressiveness, right? As we saw, like Chris T just got counter hit after counter hit when he was in Chris CCH's face. That was a big check right there. Now he's kind of getting used to the pace.
Okay. Things are getting interesting here because it's not just Chris CCH finally gets one on the board, but he does it with a perfect and then a follow-up dominating match, right? So, you know, is this a sign that Chris CCH has got things figured out, you know, or is this just, you know, Chris T was like, I'm gonna experiment with some more stuff, and then didn't work, and it's like, all right, I'm coming back here and I'm just gonna take this last one.
Yeah, I wonder how Chris T kind of approaches this next match. If he's gonna keep the aggression up, he's just been in his face. We've seen the dashes, we've seen run cancel pressure, raw drive rushes, like forcing the issue, fierce after fierce. So I want to see if he takes it a little bit more slower, right? We know him as a more slower, grounded, footsie-based whiff punish looking for player. So I wonder now if he tries to seal this game with a bit of a tempo change. Feels like at least he's doing that right now, but Chris CCH beats him to it.
Yeah, and you know, Chris T did go back to the character selector and ejected them back into it. So now they're switched sides here. So we'll get the names fixed for you guys in just a second here. But Chris CCH is definitely on player one. You see the little tiny walk back to get Chris T to whip. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get another perfect here. No standing light kick, but it is going to be the proverbial hood perfect.
My man did the message sent right there. ODDP straight through the fireball. He's leaving him on red that round. Let's get into it. Chris T now. Here's the aggression. Just a little tick throw off that. Checks Chris CCH waking up, but he wasn't ready to convert.
Right. Chris CCH has been spending a lot of time fighting out, but Chris T was not ready for the perfect parry on the projectile.
Oh, you can see, look, now we're getting the combos because Chris CCH, he said a little bit more. That first one, it wasn't looking good. He was getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, the nerves. Oh my God. And then the bravery to walk that far to try to go for a throw. He finds the button before Chris T again. Like you said, he's really starting to learn the timings. And Chris T just eats the meaty.
Yeah, I don't know what Chris tried on Wake Up right there, but the fireball, just the first part of it, covered it perfectly. And what a way for Chris to come back into this one. As dominant as Chris T looked in the first 2 games, Chris CCH has matched that in the next 2. We got a best of 1 to see who's going to get a winners finals.
And one of the tough things for Ken is, you know, I don't think level 1 or level 2 can go through a meaty projectile, right? So, like, yeah, it's either ODDP or the level 3, and that's it. Oh, okay. Look at this. Chris T going Jinrai pressure. Bro.
Yeah, man. He's starting to break out some different scrolls, right? Trying to show him some different looks. And speaking of different looks, Chris CCH busting out the sweep. And now, yeah, that's a long-range whip punish on the -5 and baits out the DP. Chris CCH continuing to roll.
And he's get the burnout. He could probably go for the meaty projectile. Yeah, like, again, even if he builds it to a level 2, there's nothing he can really do about this. He's just going to get chipped out. And now, suddenly, Chris CCH is the one at match point after being down 0-2.
It's so hard to use that stand heavy kick in this matchup as Ken because it's -5 and that range on crouch light kick. But Chris CCH beyond that has been finding all the timings to check now. Knows when Chris T's going to go with a longer button, when he's going to want to get a bit more reward. Just been able to pick all his spots. But now Chris, clean whip punish into the corner.
Yep, empty jump right there. Not a true safe jump. And here we go, gets the knockdown. And finally, the ODDP does work for Chris T. It's been baited a couple of times, and now punish counter on the throw. How many throws are we going to go for here?
There's the check him. Oh my goodness, no flinching, but he does get him the flinch on the press back after the string ended. Chris T was waiting on that one. A final round. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, that's the first round Chris T has won in a little bit now, so that's a good sign for Chris T.
The OD as well now, kind of respecting the parry skills from Chris CCH. Wakes up with it there, but nothing to convert with.
Yeah, and you can see them both just kind of jabbing at each other, trying to find the moment that the other wants to kind of walk up and throw. Oh!
Yeah, Chris, he whipped on his initial jump button, right? Because he picked the fierce that doesn't hit cross up, but then beat Chris CCH to the button on the scramble on the ground, cashes out big, wants the drive gauge advantage, and he's got a huge right now. He's going for the burnout. He waited for Chris CCH to do something afterwards. Baits out the level 3 with the jab. Chris T.
Oh, can't kill yet. Can't kill, but the chip was such a threat at that point. I think Chris CCH tried to do something on Wake Up, just eats the meaty, and Chris T. I mean, boy, you got to talk about heart pounding right there. Chris T is probably like, why did I have to make it so scary, you know? And but he does end up taking it. So Chris T is now in winners finals.
Man, that was bonkers, bro. Like, the fact that it was 2-0, it looked like Chris T was going to get one of the quickest winners finals bursts of his life, right? Like, it was going to be one match directly into winners finals. I felt like it was going to take 3 minutes total. Then Chris CCH brings it back. Looked like he was going to run away with it. He even wins the first round in the final match. And then Chris T brings it back 2 straight, just literally back and forth. What a way to start, man. That was clutch. That was real clutch from Chris T at the end.
I know, right? We get a final game, final round in our first match here, so good stuff. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if most of these matches went that far, but, you know, you never know what's going to happen in a tournament like this with these players. And just wanted to inform people, yeah, the bracket that we showed on screen earlier was had the orders a little mixed up, so you know the one that we had on screen didn't have the Chris's on the same side, but that's what we had in start GG. So that's what we got now. But coming up next will be 2 players who I feel like have fought each other a lot ever since Street Fighter V, JB and Nephew.
Yeah, so we have, like, this was a funny winner semi situation, right? Because we had, like, the born and raised locals versus now the transplants are going against each other. Like it was like Chris ECH, you know, been from Seattle from where forever. Chris T, been from SoCal for forever. But Nephew and JB both started on the East Coast. I think it was Nephew in Florida, JB in New York. So now, of course, they've been in California for a long time now, since even before Street Fighter 6 had launched, since like the middle towards the end of Street Fighter 5. So yeah, man, let's see these two duke it out now. And they used to run World Warrior, right? And Street Fighter 5, when they moved out here, it was these two in grand finals every year. One of them was going to Capcom Cup guaranteed. Hasn't been the same necessarily in this game. JB did win regional finals last year, but he's been relatively quiet, right? So see how it goes this time.
Yeah, he's still trying to get in there so he can join his brother in the final in Capcom Cup. So, oh, all right. So good check right there from JB, but the ODDP gonna bust out.
And his brother, the Super Region winner of UK, by the way. Shout out to Lex.
That's right. That's right.
Like he actually qualified via the Super Region. Just like the most consistent player of the whole season.
There we go. Nice bust out with the ODDP. Big risk, but it worked out. So JB, wow. I've seen JB whiff a bunch of those standing medium kicks already. This time he whiffs the throw, and the shimmy's gonna go for Nephew.
Funnily enough, it does look like stand medium kick throw, like the whiff animation. Very similar.
Yeah. Now I'm questioning whether I saw throws or
no, it was throw. You're right. It was throw.
Okay.
They just look similar.
All right. Well, we got the Yasar in the corner over here. Oh yeah, offensive drive reversal to keep him trapped.
Nephew spent so much drive near right there just to relieve that pressure. Able to hold on to it for now.
And Nephew actually got that standing heavy punch hit. Oh, what a time to jump! Perfect timing, gonna go right into the level 3.
Yeah, you love little micro walks before jumps, right? Because people see the walk. You give them just enough time of walking for them to recognize that you're walking, try to check it, and then you're already jumping. Nice little low as well. Baits out the parry. Nephew takes the first game.
Yeah, and while I have a chance here in the break between these matches, definitely, we just got the Matcherino link in the chat. Definitely go in there and click that claim code right now so that you can also help contribute to it. So again, while they're in that, I'm gonna log in with my Google here, and oh, I actually have to type in my password. This is normally it just lets me go in there. So let's see here. Do I still get to click it before that? Yeah, click the claim code. There we go. Before the match started, let's go.
You even ran into an obstacle you didn't foresee and was still able to do it. That's how easy and quick it is.
Exactly. All right, nice throw tech there, but that's very early on, obviously at the beginning of the round. You get shimmied, it's not going to be as painful.
True. And just immediate press back from Nephew. Trying to control this corner. Both of them just walking up and hitting their big buttons. JB, since the OD on the drive rush cancel. Nice blocking from Nephew, though. Not letting him walk back either.
Yo, did he just do the hamburglar right there? It's like the Street Fighter 5, you know, tactics, but Nephew's going to be able to extend this combo all day and take round 1 of game number 2.
Yeah, that's just like classic Jury, like backdash into the roundhouse fuha, right? It's like, oh, I'm backing up. No, I'm not. It's a classic, like easy to run into. Big perfect parry though into the jump in. Nephew gonna start the party.
Yeah, you always have to be careful with those back-to-back projectiles in case the opponent perfect parries, but just gets caught. Got the level 3, but dropped the combo. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a little scary now. Yasar gonna put this insurance policy up. Yeah, tries to wait for something just in case Nephew wants to pop off. He's got the meter to do so, right? He's gonna go about this.
And honestly, that was very good defense from Nephew. Really just only took 1 throw of damage and now has the corner position. Still has the level 3 and is gonna spend it just to get the kill. A little bit of overkill, but there was really not much else he could do.
Yeah, and JB has been like really jumping out of the corner a lot, right? We saw the Arabian Sky High to escape earlier, so I think Nephew anticipated him holding up, doing something like that, and we didn't see any counter hit or anything. He just got hit upon waking up, so I'm pretty sure it was a jump snipe. So nice call out from Nephew. Both of these players looking good, but Nephew's been able to make a little bit more big calls and just being out these big buttons. We saw like the whiff punish with Stand Fierce, right? That's always gonna be massive damage for Jury, even with the drop combo. Still let him really control the round.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, this is familiar territory for us spectators. A 2-0 lead. Can JB bring this back to a game 5 like Chris CCH did?
That's a rough beginning to that. Oh my goodness. First he gets the drive rush check. Now the whiff punish out here in the corner. Wow.
The hell?
Yeah, I wonder if that's like actually tech from Nephew right there. It's like kind of manipulate, jump out of the corner, but he still got punished for it.
Right, but here we go. JB now has the corner. Nice tech by Nephew. No, not much. Ooh, wow, what a whiff punish.
The game was a stay medium kick whiff. Renko kicks came through. Nephew just feels like he knows JB's timing.
Yeah. Didn't go for the level 1 there. Just wanted to build that Fuha stock. There it is. Finally spends it. Now using the drive gauge to get that throw. There's the shimmy. The jury shimmy right there. Always gonna has to backdash. Can't walk out shimmy, but it works nonetheless.
Feels like JB's being highly active and Nephew just knows it. But that's the thing, in the neutral he isn't, right? It's really more of the wake-up decisions, and Nephew's been able to call these out. But now these saw again. And see probably a little bit more aggression, yeah, because of the no level 3, no low life that we saw in that one round where he didn't do much with it. But again, you're right, Nephew just is so good at picking his spots against that super.
Nice. Didn't get hit by the forward heavy kick that time, but look at this, the ODDP busting out. JB last second anti-air, and Nephew ready with the parry.
Yeah, he was already low on drive meter. Actually doesn't get over that one, so there goes the level 3. That's gonna be close to burning JB out. I think it will. But yeah, Nephew, his mind was already leaning towards the parry because of his low drive gauge, right? So he was able to drive or parry the drive impact. So many drives.
Yeah, and at this point in time right now, if we're going to expect a comeback from JB like Chris CCH, you know, to at least get it to the last game, it's going to be very difficult in this burnout situation. The tornado miss, and he just goes for the Super Rashid kick, but it's not going to work, and Nephew completes the 3-0 over JB. But fortunately, the first 4 players that we see are starting in the winner's side. And so that means JB will be in the loser side and will have a chance to try to make it back out that way.
Yeah, I can't blame JB for the level 1 try at the end, right? He was in burnout. The chip threat was there. So Prize is only invincible option to get out of that chip threat. It also would have bought him like enough time, I think, to get his drive gauge back before he would have to deal with anything else. So would have been a huge reward. I get trying into that instance, but Nephew was just so solid the whole set, man. Ridiculous.
And also, I saw somebody in the chat say nice frames, James. Well, you know what? You can definitely thank Zenny Optical for that one. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, they're the guys who have been sending me all sorts of cool glasses. I've never had more than 1 pair of prescription glasses at a time, but their glasses are very affordable, and so, you know, you can definitely pick out a lot of good colors and styles, and, you know, definitely check them out and thank them for supporting Wednesday Night. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, you even got the level up ones, dude. Check that out.
The WNF level of Zenny glasses. Shout outs to the lovely folks at Zenny, man. Always holding down the FGC. They're at every event they can be at. So definitely always want to show them love whenever we can, man. But that is the winner side of things, right? We saw 2 matches that like started very similar, and then, you know, one ended how we kind of thought the first one was going to, with just Nephew with complete domination over JB, unfortunately. But then we had Chris T and Chris CCH, a very close match. So it's going to be Chris T versus Nephew in that winners finals. Both the players in SFL, right? The SFL buff is very, very real, man. We saw it in play. But now we drop down to the losers, right? No second chances here. This is literally one and dones. You only get a single elimination coming into this top 8. And we got, what is it? It's going to be Doma on the Kimberly versus World Warriors Ain't Real Fighting Games, Noah the Prodigy. This is his last way to qualify in the Capcom Cup. It's got to be real here today.
Yeah, exactly. Whether you like or dislike online play tournaments, you know, this is the way you're going to qualify. So you're going to have to do this. But Doma out from the Pacific Northwest, from that salon, you know, weekly and monthlies and,
yes, sir.
and seasonals that they have over there have crafted so many strong players. Right now, Doma, if I'm not mistaken, besides Chris CCH, their last chance for a player to get into Capcom Cup.
Yeah, precisely, right? They got two of the top players in the bracket today. One starting in winners, one starting in losers. Unfortunately, both in losers now. But look at this pressure from Doma. But Noah, you cannot DI this man. Undeniable.
Yeah, if it wasn't super, throw would have been super, right? So just like that, he gained it all back. And
my. And just like that, it's all gone, James. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I know. Just like that. And Noah the Prodigy gonna take round number 1. I mean, I was gonna joke, like, you know, Doma actually burned out Noah the Prodigy in the corner with that can pressure. And I was like, is that the first time we've ever seen someone burn out Noah the Prodigy?
Yeah,
you know,
right?
Outside of him burning himself out. But
I control
nice
my
cross-up jump right here from Noah, and Kimberly is trapped in the corner here now.
Indeed, trying to throw some hezzies out there, right? Trying to catch a commitment button back from Kimberly. Oh, just throwing out the flash knuckle actually connects this time. Suppressor button back as well. He's showing him a lot of different looks. And that drive gauge from Doma is going far down. The suppressor does land this time. Burns himself out again with the DDT, but he's got so much control now.
Yeah, and he's got a level 1. Any hit will lead into the super at this point. Oh, he doesn't even need it at that first one, but there it is right there with the perfect. And I really liked what Noah was doing in the corner pressure with against Doma, because, you know, a lot of times when you're fighting against Kimberly, her range isn't very good. So when you see Noah like walk really far away, Kimberly doesn't really get a benefit out of that, right? She doesn't get that kind of ability to attack you, and so he got Doma to whiff a bunch of buttons there in that corner situation.
Yeah, it was real smart, just a structuring of the offense from Noah the Prodigy, but Doma obviously gonna be into this one. He's a full 3 out of 5 set. He's already found himself in prime real estate here. DI to drain him. He does have the level 1 though. He had a chance to DI him before he got that level 1.
No anti-air right there from Doma. Might be. Oh, again! Noah cannot be DI'd. It is just not a thing.
Oh, he almost sniped the slide as well. Oh, this time catches the parry attempt against the jump pressure. Doma, oh, he was trying to be out another parry right there to protect the drive gauge, but it didn't come. But now it does on the flash knuckle, and it was a perfect version. Doma, what a response right here. This should close out the set, indeed. Round, excuse me.
Yeah, he's got the can, but again, one of the beautiful things is you can hold the button, but if it kills, you don't spend it. So
oh, nice.
It just kind of option selects for you. Ooh, what a check! Just walk forward, standing light kick. I love it. Oh, he's gonna get caught. Oh, he made it past the cans. I thought he was gonna catch him.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a Luke DP characteristic, right? Moves him far enough forward to not land on the fan radius. But now Noah grayed out yet again here. He's got Mir to protect himself. Let's see if Noah just, I was gonna say, if Doma just kind of uses this to apply stronger Kimberly pressure, right? All of her stuff becomes crazy good when the opponent is in burnout.
Yeah, and obviously you can't seem to drive impact with Noah, so just go for it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Just a forward dash and, baits out the super. There we go.
That was a great example. Great example of when you shouldn't be stubborn as a fighting game player, right? He was like, all right, I can't DI this guy, but I got a big advantage situation. Let's make it happen. That time, he tried to backdash and then commit to a button timing. Noah just sniped it. Side switch as well. Let's get this corner pressure going for Noah. This time, spine buster on the parry attempt.
Yeah, now a counter hit. So Doma tried to do something on Wake Up. It didn't work, but just goes for the raw sweep, and it lands as a punish counter.
Ooh. Now anti-airing as well. Backdash attempt from Noah gets blown up by the roundhouse. Oh, double can set up. Say goodbye to your drive gauge, my god.
Yep, here we go with the pressure in the corner here, but he still tried it. He still tried to, like.
He was like, after the last round, right away, I didn't do it. And then this time he gets clipped by the Wake Up Beast mode. Noah wants the biggest damage possible. Oh, man. And distance, right, to get that drive gauge back. Doma, he can't get close enough to make it happen while he had no drive gauge.
Yeah, look at this. He's just trying to chip away at him, like make Doma walk into one of these. Doma's been doing an excellent job. Perfect parrying these, and he burns himself out. Oh, no, that wasn't enough for Chip, right? Was it? Was that
No,
Chip?
that was, I think he got clipped by backdash. I think his backdash got clipped because there was no counter hit or anything. It definitely connected. Yeah, I have to take a slower look at that one. But already, Noah, Gray, this man's a Sin City character, bro. He loves gray and red. Let the blood drip.
Oh, man. Dude, it's crazy because, like, yeah, Noah, just when he's in burnout, like, I feel like his reactions, like, increase, you know?
He's like Daredevil, right? Like, his other senses are just heightened because he doesn't have drive meter anymore. So his reactions just enhanced tenfold.
Oh, man, but Doma here landing the level 3, gonna get the buff now. Gonna try to go in for this pressure, and once again burns out Noah the Prodigy, but Noah sitting on 1 bar, so like, oh, that's a good distance. And it actually gets him! Yeah!
It had to be one of those, right? We always talk about it. These drive impacts are a bit more deceptive when they happen and the corner isn't on the screen yet. That's exactly what happened there. Doma was able to do it from outside that range. That one's tougher, much tougher, even for Noah to DI back, or to answer, I should say.
A lot of times it's really hard to tell because, you know, the background has that parallax scrolling, so it's like, sometimes I feel like I'm far away enough, but it's like, nope, you're right there.
Ooh. Flash knuckle, I was gonna say, even with the parry, that's still plus frames. Oh, and then checking the butt. It looked like the walk-up staying medium kick. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he sped it up. You can't really get any of those meaty jabs against Kimberly as easily. Oh, what a whiff punch, that standing light kick. Doma's been really good at that close range light kick usage.
Yeah, it has, man. He's been able to beat the Prodigy to a lot of the buttons he's looking for. Oh my goodness, let's the ODDP rip. He knows he's got a CA, right? And raw CA will kill, and a suppressor starter will also, I think, do enough damage here. It's big. Nah, he's alive, right? He's alive. Oh, what?
It's dead. Oh, Luke. I mean, there's a reason why his forearms are so big, right? It's just so on that last punch right there, you are dead.
I cannot believe, bro. Like, I forgot. It's been like so long since the era of seeing that Luke CA all the time. I forgot that all of it was just in the last hit.
Oh my goodness. All right.
That was nuts. Oh my goodness, but Doma already got Noah reaching. Don't get in foul trouble now.
Go for the setup right there. That's the safe jump setup right there. Went for the empty throw, but Noah had the reaction for that. Oh, he tried the reach, and Doma actually did the no shimmy, you know, just crouch there. And then all of a sudden, you just see the opponent whiff the throw.
Yeah, no, he just said don't reach. Oh my goodness, though, for the neutral jump, able to answer the teleport, found the juggle point conversion as well. We're already in the corner. Wow, times the jab to whiff punish the crouch slide from Doma. Noah with a spine buster to follow. Is he gonna let him play this round? Oh, he's gonna get a big chance to play, actually.
Yeah, I was very fortunate for Doma that Noah was in that range to be perfectly caught by that cross up. Here we go. Oh, he busts out. Yeah, he hits him out of the air so that he doesn't get the can to mess up his combo.
That's big damage, but Doma burned himself out. And knows the commitment about, I'm not sure.
Oh, and that means that Noah's gonna get to match point here. However, Doma sitting on 3 bars. If he can get a hit early and get into that level 3, he's gonna put himself in a great position. But did we lose the spectator view? I think we did.
Oh, did everybody get clicked out?
I think we have we can get in there. Oh no, they haven't started their match yet. It looks like maybe, please. Let's see how this goes.
Just got kicked out. Isn't there like a way to do like there's like I forgot. I thought like online lobbies had a way to like basically get back into the match that had just been disconnected. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay, so it's final round here.
Yeah, it's final round, yeah. Shout outs to that, by the way. That's an insane feature.
Dude, Capcom's done such a great job. Oh, he woke up. Is that gonna block in time? It is. Oh no. So he's got the power up, but none of the damage. And now look at this life lead that Noah has. Oh. That's gonna spell doom for Doma.
It's gonna spell beast, brother. Put the team on my back, though. Twisted Minds, Noah the Prodigy, gonna be getting in to that losers quarterfinals. And like we said, man, with each W that I know it gets, World Warrior gets realer and realer to him, right? The more it apparates into existence, the more it becomes tangible, the closer and closer he gets.
Oh man, that's right. It's all very real. It's it becomes more legit, just like the money that we can give to these players as well. So you know what? If you guys can, 30 codes remaining in the Matcherino. So definitely log in, click on the claim code. You don't have to do anything else. Just have an account, log in, click claim code, and we can at least get some. What is that? How much more is that in there? That would be. I can't do math right now. It's too late, and I'm not in school anymore. So you know what?
Yeah, precisely. I choose not to do math. That's what you gotta tell them, James. It's not that I can do math. I choose not to do it. There's no reason for me to do math right now.
This is my math now, okay? The calculator is here, so we all thought those calculator watches were so good back in the day, but we didn't know about these newfangled cell phones that were gonna come into play. So
it is forever funny to me that like teachers and stuff in earnest used to be like, "You'll never have a calculator in your pocket," and now we have a whole computer in our pocket, right? Like that is just like the most hilarious thing for the timeline to go on.
Everything in our pocket. Holy crap. Oh my god.
Literally our lives are in our pockets now. Like so.
And it's funny too, because like every time people tried to predict it in like sci-fi stuff, it was always the watch, right? Because nobody had portable phones. So they were thinking, oh, the watch is gonna be like Dick Tracy had the watch and all this stuff. But nope, it was the phone. It turned out to be the phone. And we've got Enzo with the Sagat, maybe inspired by Blaz a little bit from Street Fighter League.
Yeah, he's been one of the main people to watch for Sagat as well. Enzo has been putting his work in on this character along with the Blaz, right? You gotta imagine that only confirms all his suspicions, all his thoughts on how strong this character could be. He's going up against Samurai, who has been an absolute staple, a pillar of West Coast Street Fighter. So it's a new generation versus an absolute veteran of the system. Let's see how it plays.
Yeah, what in the Street Fighter, you mentioned Street Fighter 5, how it was always like JV and nephew at the end, but being the transplants, it was always Samurai being the homegrown West Coast player that was always challenging them in the Street Fighter 5 era.
100%.
And then Chris CCH kind of jumped in there and started doing some major work, and it's been those four really that have been kind of leading the charge here on the West Coast. But players like Enzo and Noah the Prodigy and Doma, all coming in here trying to take their rightful spots as well.
Absolutely, man. It's been a carefully played first round so far. Samurai lower on the drive gauge right, but and that is not an easy button to whiff punish. Let me tell you what, that crouch medium punch from Sagat, it's got loop tendencies. Like, it's double disjointed. That boy is different. So to get that one, that was an absolute snipe from Samurai.
Yeah, and you notice that Samurai just like had not been hitting any buttons. He was just staying at that whiff punish range. Enzo wasn't walking him back enough to get him antsy, and what a backdash!
See Samurai with a build up. Oh my, the walk back committed to the fierce timing to catch the delayed button, laid the trap, and Enzo stepped right into it. Samurai 1-0.
Yeah, very similar to what we saw. You talked about Chris T doing that to Chris CCH, where he did like the two jabs and then just kind of like waited and threw out the heavy punch. Samurai walking backwards a little bit, but same idea, right? You give them enough space to think that they can throw out a jab, a 4-frame button, and then you actually just kind of spacing trap it with your heavy punch.
Yeah, moments like that I like to call attacking the moment of recognition, right? You're trying to attack when the opponent thinks they know what you've done, like they can actually react and their mind has processed what you've done, and that's exactly when you're doing something else. So yeah, I like that a lot from Samurai and Christie so far. But Enzo striking back, and let me tell you what, this Akuma is gonna die real quick to any Sagat damage.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, the counter! He actually perfect parried the fireball as well. Samurai absolutely had the faith in Enzo to do that. Wow. When you know your opponent's good, use it against them.
Just drive rush throw. And this is why, I know a lot of people have been saying like, wait, hang on a second here. Enzo with a chance to take this in the corner.
He does indeed, right? Just a little bit of help.
Yes. Oh no! Oh,
Tiger knee had to be off by just pixels right there. The excellent walk speed of Akuma. Samurai was teasing him. Managed to get out just in time.
and one of the things what I was trying to say was that some people have said like they've noticed that Japanese players don't try to check drive rushes as much anymore. And I think a lot of it is because the drive rush tech is just so strong, like that drive rush into adamant flame and stuff, you know, drive rush into scissor kick, and you know, it's scary to try to check drive rushes.
Yeah, the drive rush check counters have huge reward, right? It's not like they're just like checking your drive attempt and then we go back to neutral. No, a lot of the time they're big combo starters, so it can be real scary.
Oh, okay, that time had the right range for that tiger knee, and here we go. I mean, if he goes into level 3, which he doesn't. Oh,
trying to hold on to that meter for the next round.
And I don't know about that.
Yeah, that was a scary play, scary decision for Minzo, but a confident one. He would have beat Samurai just in time for the fireball. Now he's got a slight life lead. He's also got the drive gauge advantage, but Samurai gets thrown out of his overhead drive rush cancel for Enzo to stay in this game 2.
That's one of those super unfortunate ones because I am positive Enzo thought he was just doing drive rush into throw. And that happens a lot when you try to do drive rush overheads and someone goes, oh, he's trying to throw, and then they throw you out of the overhead. Yeah. And then you're just very sad.
100%. Oh my, big damage coming in from Enzo again. I think that was off of a light drive rush cancel too, so I think throw will beat a lot of cancel options as well, just because it's not that much frame advantage. I gotta double check how much it actually is though. But Enzo's trying to close out this game 2, tie up this set. He's got all the control in the world. Samurai, oh my goodness, gets burnt out by the bully normals of Sagat.
Oh yeah. And I mean, honestly, this is one of the biggest strengths of Sagat is that, you know, as much as like a lot of moves in this game have significantly longer range, like when you look at like Street Fighter 5 or something and compare it to 6, but Sagat has even longer ranges than a lot of those buttons. So like Sagat being able to control the neutral with those big old buttons, especially a cancelable crouching heavy punch, is terrifying.
Yeah, so I just double checked and like the light kick and a driver's cancel for Akuma, the tightest gap is 6 frames, right? So throw's gonna beat a lot, like pretty much every option you're gonna do. So smart tech from Enzo.
Perfect parry, the fireball, but not getting much. Oh, again? Okay. When we saw in that one game where, you know, the Samurai was able to whiff punish the crouching strong, which has been very difficult to do. But now Enzo is the one that has been baiting Samurai to press buttons. And Samurai's the one that's getting whiff punished all day.
Yeah, that's kind of where Sagat likes to be, right? He's got such long range normals and options. Man, challenging after the jump in right there. Scary place to do it, but obviously big reward if you get it.
Oh, interesting. Just backing off a little bit, maybe trying to elicit a reaction, get the plus frames off of that chop from the demon flip.
Nice snipe to see. Enzo was looking for a lot of low step kick, and now Samurai gonna do after this. Backing up.
You can see Samurai very intently trying to walk out of the range of Sagat to get that whiff punish. Oh, he just went for it? He just went for it?
He was like, you see that I'm in burnout, so you don't need the screen to shake to be plus. Oh, driver reverse, that's gonna be safe though. Oh, he tried for the overhead. Beautiful block from Samurai and challenges again, right? He's like, I'm not gonna get bullied just because of this burnout giving you advantage.
All right, so Samurai, after a bad first round, coming back here and at least tying it up, trying to right that ship, because in game 2, I mean, round 2, like he was right there.
Yeah.
And then he got thrown out of that overhead and it just kind of turned around for Enzo.
Oh man, good.
Getting it with that top free, and now the drive cancel off the crouching medium kick.
Oh, caught Enzo waking up with a button that time. Samurai just walked up with a jab, tried to bait out a reversal there.
Dangerous because he did corner himself now, and it gets risky here.
Oh man, Enzo, there we go. The big bullying of Sagat again. He tried to protect the drive gauge. He didn't parry that knee. He wouldn't have had that drive rush cancel that he used to win the game. That one parry gave him the drive gauge that he needed to connect that with. Clutch defense from Samurai, man. That's why every little bit parry counts. It doesn't have to be all of it. It doesn't have to be a perfect parry. Just protect that drive gauge where you can, man.
Yeah, that drive gauge is so important, and I know like we don't feel it as often, but you know, getting that extra block for teching throws actually does
100%.
come into play a lot more than we think, you know?
100%. It does.
And Samurai with the corner position here. Got the crouching mini kick, but didn't commit to anything out of it. And Enzo spending some of that bar to push himself out of that corner. Good whiff punish, but obviously crouching mini kick not cancelable.
Indeed. Oh, damn, tried to parry the Tiger Knee on reaction, but it came up just short, allowing Enzo to punish the attempt. And now just look at that drive gauge damage. Oh, it's like, God, bro, this is scholarship edition bully.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I thought he baited it because he didn't cancel into the knee, so I thought that's what that was for. And a jump back from Samurai. He's not going to be able to kill him off of that. Oh, no.
He's still alive here. Oh, my goodness, he's a fireball. He was trying to buffer something, and it looked like the ODDP came out?
Yeah. He probably tried to walk and then fireball, and it just must have came out at the ODDP instead. And Enzo again with another short-range Tiger Knee to bait out the parry attempt from Samurai.
So strange. Maybe it was a different move, but it looked like ODDP did to me.
Yeah, it looked like that to me as well.
But either way, now Enzo first one on the board, and just a slight walk back, baiting out the big fierce. Yo, not spinning level 3. Yeah, he knows any hit will kill Akuma now with the meter.
Oh, but Samurai has gotten away with that demon flip chop a bunch of times now, just to get those plus for. Oh, and now the demon flip dive kick gonna sneak its way in there.
Yeah, he's dodging the Scott hitboxes left and right. Oh, tried to snipe, but both players playing so careful right now. Enzo just ends up taking the throw. Didn't want to spin the meter on an ODD POS or anything like that.
I feel like Samurai did kind of sense that he's being really careful, so that's why he went for the 2 throws, but he couldn't commit to the 3rd one. Oh. And now Samurai, who burned himself out with a drive cancel, tries to get a little bit aggressive, but Enzo calling that out, checking him with the crouch medium punch, and we're tied 2-2.
Last game, and again, remember, this is loser side action, right, for our last match of round 1, so whoever loses this goes home. We started this whole top 8 traditional style. Oh.
Okay, and nothing afterwards. It's nice. Scouts have to be careful. Players are getting a little bit wiser to the Tiger Nexus mix-ups.
Indeed, and there was a good protection of the drive gauge from Samurai, and now actually calls out the Tiger Nexus cancel with a perfect parry. We're gonna start our own.
I thought he was gonna go for the back throw to get the corner, but he just went for the. What happened? What was that?
Yeah, it was definitely a big accident, and that was a huge reward for Samurai here. In the corner we go. Oh, you thought I was gonna throw again, catching a backdash or a jump. Set point for Samurai.
Okay. Can Enzo bring this back? This is a loser side match. By placing in 5 through 8, they just start in the loser's match. So yeah, it could just be one and done.
Whoever loses this, it will just be one and done. Goes with a heavy follow-up there to steal the plus frames. Catches Samurai as well. Oh my goodness, the reward in the corner. Calls out the parry as well. You living on a lifeline now.
Yeah, and Enzo is very keen on trying to save his meter. Like this round, the lead is big enough that I feel like it makes sense. Oh, but again, you know, anybody can get a perfect at any point of the round. Did he jump? He did it! Oh my God, is this gonna kill?
He's dead, I think.
God, forgot to die 1,000 deaths.
He's done. Samurai takes it 3-2 over Enzo. And that's the dangerous thing about leaving Akuma in CA range, especially at the end of a set, right? You haven't had to deal with the demon the whole time. Your brain, your mental stack is overloaded with all these different options. It's so easy to get caught just sleeping at the wheel for 1 second.
Yeah, like I said, Enzo is a player who likes to save the meter. I've seen him do it a lot, and it has definitely come back to bite him. And I get it, because like I said, he was basically with a perfect at that point, but and with how much Akuma bleeds, but Akuma being able to do that much damage almost makes it feel like everybody has 9,000 health when you're fighting against Akuma.
Yeah,
You know?
100%. And it was the confidence right there, right? Like he's a very confident player, and it kind of goes back to like the consequences thing I like to say about the young players. Like they haven't dealt with the consequences of life. They don't know what it's like, right? Like some of the other players, they would just spin the meter because they've had this happen to them in important moments, and they don't want to relive that feeling. Well, we'll see. We'll see how much Enzo conserves the meter going forward when he finds himself in similar moments. Because I have no doubt he's going to find himself in big moment after big moment in fighting games going forward. So big ups to him. We're going to take a quick break, everybody. Give y'all a chance to check out the Matcherino, get a snack, and we'll be back with more Top 8 and see who goes to Capcom Cup. Yeah. Man, you know what I'm hyped for, James? I'm hyped for the Street Fighter, the movie, the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Like, we better get like a 50 Cent, like Golden Bullion theme song. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need in our lives right now. But
Oh
at
man,
least what we have, what were we going to say?
no, I actually have that soundtrack on CD. The movie.
Oh, from the old movie?
You're talking about the live action one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually have that soundtrack. I don't think I've ever opened it, so it might even be in mint condition. So got kind of a relic there. You know,
honestly, I was gonna say when the new movie like ramps up promotion and all that, you should start looking into some things regarding that soundtrack if it's in mint condition.
I was thinking about this because like, because I know like, Evo will like puts up that like the museum, right? And maybe like I wonder if I should talk to the guys and be like, hey, you wanna put the soundtrack there?
I think that would be a welcome addition. Honestly, that's a piece of FGC history as far as I'm concerned. But we do have, luckily, some excellent Street Fighter here. We already have one round of top 8 in the books, right? Immaculate matches from top to bottom, where we saw Chris T defeat Chris CCH, an absolute thriller of a set. Nephew with domination over JB to make that our winners finals. Then Noah the Prodigy was able to overwhelm Doma. Samurai clutched it out up against Enzo, and now we're going to be at Chris CCH versus Samurai, and our next match, JB versus Noah the Prodigy.
Oh boy. And I definitely want to shout out to all the guys that I see in the chat as well. Obviously Filipino man in here, but I also saw Not Pedro was in the chat a little bit earlier. I believe that's the same Azan as East Coast Azan out there, in the chat. And who else did I see? I saw a couple of other people in there, but always good to see all the players here watching their fellow competitors trying to get themselves into the bracket. Oh yeah, I see Space Boy. Yeah, so a lot of the players, hanging out here. And of course, there's always LLJB3. Ladies love cool JB, I should say.
Indeed, man. So I also just got word from Other Base that Mr. I don't enter online tournaments, so I don't know how they work. Noah the Prodigy, they had already started the first game. So we're going to be jumping in mid-set here in a moment, just as an update to everybody. So when we get in and you see like somebody has a point or something like that, that's because they have already started, right? So, wait a minute. We're getting authority by laying down the law. It looks like he might be making them replay. So we'll get into it in a moment.
Look, I mean, if they do that and didn't wait, I mean, that's just legit. Like, yeah, you could just tell them to stop because they're breaking the rules, So, I also see a rival here as well. So cool.
Oh,
super old school player, Shibble Tim, super here. I mean, it's crazy for me to call him super old school because I met him during Street Fighter 4. We used to have the epic battles in Street Fighter 4, but I guess that does count as super old school these days.
I was gonna say it definitely does, man. Like that game came out in like 08 in the arcades, 09 in the arcades, so it's like been what year is it now? God damn, it's 2025. Oh my lord. That was a bad realization moment right there. The math on that number, my mind expectation, it was not that high, and then I did the math. This is why we don't do math. We went over it earlier.
Exactly, right? What is that? Like that was so
don't do math.
Street Fighter 4 came out in the arcades in 2008. That would make it, what is it?
No, don't do the math. No, it's bad. Math is evil. We've gone over this. It only makes us feel bad.
Yeah, because I think the time between the start of Street Fighter 4 and now is officially longer than the time of Street Fighter 4's release and Street Fighter 2's release. Like it's
All right, let's get back into the moment, guys. Noah versus JB, but this is definitely what I'm excited for, and just in general, like JB was very active defensively in that game up against Nephew, so I think doing that same strat against Noah is a little bit dangerous, but he's quick to perfect parry the flash knuckle. That's a good sign.
Yeah, good sign here. It has the corner, but wow, look at this countering. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see a counter hit, so I'm not sure what JB was trying to do and just got hit after that spinning mixer.
It's a neutral jump, maybe. Either way.
Could be. Yeah,
Must be
it
a
could be
neutral
just
jump.
oh wow! Again, no counter hit. Just no other prodigy eating that standing heavy punch.
Yeah, I think he might have been trying to backdash, or maybe he was trying neutral jump because he just buddy hopped right there. Back-to-back neutral jumps. The second one connects on the falling roundhouse. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a mind game when it comes to like neutral jumps, right? People are back jumps as well. People will press buttons really late because people like to make them deal with something when they land. That time he opens up with the drive rush low starter, spin all that meter, but he's got JB in the corner, but not for long.
Yeah, a lot of button presses for Noah. So now, yeah, you see he got counter hit on a lot of those situations, but then he went for the parry and it worked. And now corner for Noah.
We saw Nephew do a lot of like walks and jumps that actually did catch JB a couple of times in that last game. Maybe Noah noticed that he's been jumping nonstop, but this is a big level 3 here, right? It's gonna burn Noah out. It's gonna give JB real control, but again, you know, it's Noah the Prodigy, so this is where he thrives.
Exactly. Just don't go for any drive impacts. That's my advice, you know. So fortunate. So fortunate.
Yeah, he could have died. He could have died, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting a chance to play right now. Oh, my. Good thing for Noah. Not committing to anything too heavy. Reacts to the DI. Whether he's in burnout or not, and he's going to make JB watch the level 3 cinematic. Ow.
I know, he definitely could have killed without it, but, you know, he's like, you know what? You get to just sit there and contemplate your life decisions for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You're like, you think I care about your time? You're on my watch, buddy. Noah the Prodigy. 1-0. Sending a message at the end as well. Didn't need a super at all. He could have ended it with like Fierce and a Sandblast, honestly. He really didn't need to do much.
But you know, if anybody wants to send a message, it's Noah for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So sending a good one right there. 1-0 to start off here. It is first to 3 for the entire top 8.
Indeed, right? Losers quarters action here. Oh my goodness. And that was the thing, right? I expected Noah to jump quite a bit just because it felt like JB had some trouble with Nephew jumping in that first set. And then Luke's jump normals, I mean, and that jump Fierce is absurd to deal with for somebody like Rashid, whose anti-airs are not consistent. And man, it is tough so far.
Would you see that back off? He was expecting jump into the sky high, you know, to try to escape the corner, I'm sure, and he was going to try to check that. But JB didn't go for it. And now, with a little bit of opportunity here, if he can stay alive and
Jump again.
Went for the heavy kick, and Noah just sniped that out. Jumped right then and there.
So you look, he's looking for it. He tried that falling fadeaway button on the back jump again as well. Like, definitely what he wants to do. But he saw ours coming out here, trying to stabilize a little bit.
Noah definitely is a fan of using jumps to punish things, and so it's very careful. It's dangerous to swing against him a lot.
100%, and it was excellent. He saw our defense in the corner, managed to take the corner for himself. But JB, oh my goodness, was that an intentional reset, or that was a layer that I have not seen pulled out before?
Right. Oh, nice. Sniped him out of the air. Not quite enough to kill just yet, and yeah. He just walked away. He was like, you know what? If you're gonna try to throw, I'm getting out of here.
I really want to ask like JB if that was intentional, because we always talk about how when people drive rush out of the corner, they look for like a back throw, right, or something like that. Usually, if you think the reset's coming, it's like with back throw. Instead, he did like a frame trap for a throw tech. So either way, though, Noah, wow, holding on to his drive gauge by a pixel, gets the spine buster as well. Oh no, and then JB, it's like either back dashing or jumping. You see, just eats that one. Noah holding on to his bars.
Yeah, I thought he was going to spend the level 3 to gain some gauge back, but you know what? Noah the Prodigy doesn't want to go out of burnout because then he loses his X factor, right? So,
yeah. This is Daredevil mode, brother. Saiyans senses heightened. It's like, I'm most lethal when I have 3 bars and I'm in burnout. But that is more lethal than me having the drive and meter. It's just how
and I do enjoy being called out saying that normally I'm not awake this time of night. And, you know, it's too early for me. I mean, it's not wrong necessarily. So, you know, I'm not going to debate that at all.
You know? Like, hey.
Oh, man.
This is, what is this, 8 o'clock? Come on now. Yeah, I'm in REM sleep right now at 8 o'clock.
The day just started. What are you
Yeah.
Yeah, but you saw that neutral jump from Noah right there. Once again, always using those jumps to blow things up. And now just a drive rush crouching light punch. And then going for the meaty crouching light kick.
Oh my goodness, he has been right every single time on JB's wake up. And again, the streak continues. Oh, finally he doesn't actually predict what JB's gonna do. This time he also gets a chance to strike back, big whiff punish. Oh, that was supposed to be a DP, right? The crouch fierce wake up, what was that?
I would imagine so, yeah. And now JB's mad because he's like, oh, and then he didn't even get the cancel off the whiff punish.
Yeah, maybe like it's supposed to be level 1 instead, like some type of reversal. I don't know what happened for Noah. Oh. JB's above that 3-bar threshold now, so he can force the issue if he wants to with a drive rush cancel, but he's been real careful. He's showing Noah a lot of respect while he's in burnout. You have to. So I even know with that back jump, that's a big DI bait right there as well.
Oh boy. You can see it a couple of times, like, you know, oh, that's good. Oh, that's right. Wrong meter. I was looking at the wrong life. So he's going to go after the SR, and he's just chilling there. And Noah will not be baited into a throw tech at all.
Wow,
Noah
bro.
can still take this.
What a parry. Oh my, nice bait from JB. I like the idea, honestly, from Noah right there, right?
Yeah.
The eyes are like minus, what was it? -3, right?
-3, yeah, it's -3. So, yeah, I mean, clearly, usually the opponent wants to take their turn in that situation. So going for that level 1, like you said, is actually a great idea, but JB just being patient.
That would have been like a soul crushing, like a demoralizing way to lose a round too. So it's big for JB to clutch that one out.
Yeah, JB's got to get something on the board here, and it looks like things are coming into play here. Did he do anything? No, just blocked. And JB does get one on the board here, so it is 2-1, and they both jump right back in, no delay.
Yeah, that was when you like bait out the level 1 like that after like a -3 move and you win the round, like that is when you like gamer lean and you call your opponent things that cannot be repeated on the internet, right? So like JB is definitely locked in now.
Ooh, nice check on that drive rush. And look at this, JB with a dominating start to this round here. Ooh, but a great empty jump by JB. I mean, by Noah, expecting the attempt to anti-air perfect parry.
Oh. Indeed, and JB doesn't try to protect the drive gauge this time and does on the wake up. Oh, the suppressor. And again, that was a big bait, right? JB went with the light. He expected to cancel it into a hit from the drive rush check, but the suppressor dodged it and punished the drive rush cancel afterwards. Noah now on set point.
Yeah, that's right. Luke coming in here, still got some of his V skills on deck here, so.
Yeah, bro, that suppressor is still a very gnarly move, especially with the way drive rush and drive rush checking works. Wow. And then he just uses the jab to advance forward. Why walk when I can jab?
And yeah, JB stuck in the corner here with Noah at match point. Can he get out? Yeah, not gonna let you escape. And then you walk forward, but that jumping heavy punch reaches so far down.
Yeah, JB, it felt like he knew he was going to be able to escape. He tried something. SRK baited out. Noah the Prodigy. Team on my back, though. 3-1 over JB. Heartbreaking. JB, again, was the regional finals winner last year. Has gone to Capcom Cup many times. Unfortunately, he's going to fall short this year. Always a tough one. A big fan favorite. But this year, Noah the Prodigy. There it is. World Warrior, a little bit more tangible, a little bit more real. So he gets in the loser semifinals.
Yeah, and you know, I know a lot of people have discussed this, but you know, Rashid, really kind of a character that hasn't had that kind of dominance as much. You know, they gave him a few nerfs, and again, you know, people don't realize how significant some of these changes could be, because on paper you're like, oh, you just made it so that after this I can't get a free Asar. Oh no, poor Rashid, you know, but it's a big difference. You know, these little things like that can make a big difference. So, you know, whenever you're sitting there, you know, asking for buffs for your character, don't be like, you know, like in Street Fighter 4 when people told me that Cammy's Tiger Knee Cannon Strike should have been an overhead, and I'm just like, bro, like, no. I'm a Cammy player, but no. You know,
it's like you want to see people actually fight in real life. You want to see people throw hands over how angry they're going to get in the video game. That's the only reason you would request something like that. But we're gonna get the other half of losers semis now, or excuse me, losers quarters. We're gonna have Chris CCH versus Samurai. Again, as you mentioned, right, two of the mainstays of those 4 players we saw really rotate results in World Warrior, Street Fighter 5. We've seen these players fight so many times. I was a fan. We should have left the name as Chris CCH Chris, honestly.
I know. I was like, bro, it's just because I mean his initials are CH, right? Like, so like we're just like building on it. Chris CCH, Chris
Yeah.
H CC. You know, like I mean, it just keeps getting bigger. You know what I mean? Like this is how it is.
Indeed. Well, both players has a very disciplined start so far, right? We barely see any life loss. Chris CCH, a couple of random hits here and there, but nothing else. As we see Samurai really try to establish his fireball game, looks to fake him out as well, showing a lot of respect for the range that Ed can play at. That's exactly why, right? You get a little bit too close, you press it the wrong time, that stand medium kick is a powerhouse.
Yeah, and I want to say, like, at around 55 seconds, both players had lost like 4 pixels of life. You know, like we're not used to seeing some of that, you know, in a game like this, which can snowball so fast.
Yeah, like we were just talking about how like those Rashid changes really prevented the snowball aspect, right? And we've seen the fallout of that over the time. Both of these players kind of respect that, and they realize the snowball can't get out of control, so they're playing very safe to not let it get started. But Chris CCH, huge check into the level 2 now. We got a mid-screen rise, so we're just gonna take the damage and get the corner.
And look at this, drive rush throw. This time goes for the low, not a tick throw. Ooh, but
oh my goodness,
Samurai
James
didn't believe. He just did the
couldn't stop rhyming right there. I know none of it was intentional, it was just what was happening, but we just couldn't help it.
I've got bars all day, man. Let's go.
All day.
I never burn out because I got bars all day. Let's go.
Look at it. Oh, and then look at that driver check as well. Chris actually recovered and then tried to press again. I think he was just a little bit caught in the lights from the adamant play.
Oh, nice. Knew that there was a gap there. Got to sneak through it. Cost him, you know, his drive gauge. He's got to burn out at this point, but he has a life lead. All he needs is a good, clean hit, and Kuma's dead.
Yeah, he sneaks in the fireball and nullify. It's one of the great things Ed has in the Fireball Wars as well.
I do like that. I was just about to say, I was really appreciative of the fact that Samurai didn't push too hard in the burnout with just, you know, taking the chip damage he could get with the fireballs.
Yeah.
And then he tried to get in there, and that's when we had the DPOS against the drive rush cancel.
Yeah, it was real good stuff to have Chris to be ready for that. Oh my goodness, and now the drive rush in with punishing the forward fierce, baiting out the throw as well. Ho.
Dude, I thought that was late. He hit that button late and it was still punish counter.
Connected literally just in time. This time though, Samurai gonna cancel that parry into the drive rush, catch CCH.
Saw that stagger on the light punch, trying to make Chris CCH think he was gonna go for a throw. Oh, there he's in. He got the hit, but too far away. He went for too many lights.
Yeah, he even tried the light kick afterwards, but not really gonna connect like that. Just some more so to make sure Chris wasn't gonna be able to press anything back. And again, tries to force the DI, but Chris's DP's been most excellent this game.
Yeah, and the slowness of that DP actually beats DIs really well because, you know, the slow startup is just, it runs out of armor, you know?
Yeah.
And then you just get to smack it like that. But Samurai's gonna smack Chris CCH with that level 2, get the safe jump setup.
Oh, another throw as well. Samurai Oh, just ran away with that round. Perfect demonstration of that snowballing that we talked about. So he gets another round on the board here.
And I really like the fact that he went for light punch drive rush cancel, because if he shimmied him, he was going to kill him. And if not, he might have even been able to surprise him with a light into drive rush cancel, the tick throw or something. You know what I mean? It's just a good decision right there by Samurai.
That was such sick recognition by Chris. I'll get to it in a little bit, but right now, Samurai trying to escape this corner. Chris, the jump back air to air attempt, it actually got chopped. A little surprised. Yeah, he usually ends air to airs are so strong.
This little back and forth Samurai here, trying to keep himself not being obvious where he is on the stage, but oh my goodness, just micro walk backwards, caught the standing heavy punch. If he can get this, that's not even the true dream combo, but it should be enough to kill. It is. Oh my god.
Chris is very locked in right now. Like, his awareness of like the minute differences in spacing that he needs is crazy, right? We see the micro walk back at the end right there. At the start of that round, he drive rushed in. He did like drive rush crouch light kick like as soon as you could, right? And Samurai did like a demon. He was in the air. He noticed that he was like right under Samurai, and after the drive rush recovered, he just walked a little bit forward, made the chop whiff, and then got a full punish to start the round, right? So both the start and ending of the round showed off like just how aware of the spacing he is. So this is a great look for Chris CCH after that first loss in winners.
Maybe Chris CCH, like, you know, no one needs to be burned out to power up. Maybe Chris CCH does need to get into that losers bracket, you know?
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
a lot of people who play better with their back against the wall.
And speaking of which, here, Samurai, the one who's back against the wall, literally, as Chris CCH got the big parry to put him in the corner. Oh no, in the reach and getting punished yet again.
Damage, and it leads to that safe jump. He goes for the shimmy. Oh, not gonna let Samurai out. Beautiful air to air.
Yeah, he's been looking for a lot of that, right? He's been trying to shut down these like demon raid options or the jump outs with the air to airs. Oh, it just stuck his way in, and then the scramble afterwards results in Chris getting on set point, one round away.
I mean, sometimes things go crazy like that, but then you're like, well, it worked out anyway. So, yeah, Chris DCH here, match point, 2 bars, which means it's very scary for Samurai to try to push Chris DCH into the corner, get hit with one thing, and then you get a dream combo and lose a ton of your life.
Yeah, exactly, right? It makes those holes where he can fit in that light kick or those moves that he can punish with light kick even more severe. You don't really want to let those loose when the OD Blitz in a level 2 is available. That's why you see Samurai, he's just been playing Fireball game, right? This is what we saw in like the opening round of the set, where he was just trying to stay outside flicker range, harass with Fireball, maybe like jump in and catch a commitment, but he just hasn't found anything yet. This again, right? 55 seconds again. That very first round is a similar situation. Health barely lost.
Right? And here we go, slowly pushing Samurai into the corner, and Chris DCH has built up into a level 3, so he has options with his meter now.
That was a
If he
cool
can get
idea
a hit
from
right
Samurai.
here, I'm assuming he's just gonna go into a level 3. No, he's not. He's gonna hold on to it a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't know if Chris was expecting that to actually punish. I think he might have thought that Kuma would have recovered just in time.
Wow, Samurai finding exactly the right time to counter poke.
Oh man, I mean, we're at 16 seconds now. The time is on Samurai's side here, right? Life advantage, he is playing as that being his main resource, his main ally right now. Oh
Well,
my
the
goodness, he
scariest
committed
part-
to an option after. See, but he's game, he gets the throw. Chris has the life lead now. He's gonna level 2 to lock him out from doing anything. Oh my.
That's not gonna work, and that means Chris CCH. What a beautiful checkmate option there. Definitely something he's labbed before, knew that the level 2, level 1, and level 3 could not reach him from there. One of the nice advantages of having your throw put you that far out of the corner is especially when you have a meaty level 2 like that to kill time. You know the enemy has to do something, and unfortunately didn't work out. Chris CCH has eliminated Samurai and will move on to fight Noah the Prodigy, right?
Yeah, Noah the Prodigy. Yeah, bro, because Noah the Prodigy defeated JB. So that's gonna be it for Samurai. And again, always want to show love to Samurai, right? As we talked about, a pillar of West Coast Street Fighter, one of my favorite players that I ever get to talk to. Like, he's honestly been a pioneer in like looking at things outside the game to improve his performance inside the game as well, right? We heard Mena and the Bandits crew talk about that as a SFL, right? Where a lot of the work they've been doing has been about putting themselves in the right mindset outside of the game so they can really perform at their peak inside the game. Samurai has been doing that forever as well, right? So I really always want to give him his flowers. Love seeing him play some Street Fighter 6. But yeah, today it was his opponent's day. Just fell a bit short to Chris CCH, who looked phenomenal in that match, right? I think he looked, maybe, I don't know if it was just getting used to it or whatever happened in Winner's Side. He looked like a completely different animal in that last set. But speaking of Winner's Side, we are getting that final set now. Chris Tatarian versus Nephew.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one here. Again, Chris T, strong player ever since Street Fighter 4, you know, like Samurai, you know, love talking about the fact that these players have been, you know, going at it for this long. So Chris T here coming at it. So, I mean, it's really interesting because it really is kind of like a Street Fighter 4 and then a Street Fighter 5 generation player here going up against each other.
I forgot that Chris like made that initial set against Chris T really close as well. So yeah, I mean, he just bounced back after those first 2 games. It was a really impressive showing.
Yep, but Chris T right now. Oh, and even baits out a perfect parry. I mean, a parry attempt from Nephew. I mean, you have to be aware, Nephew is definitely a player that loves his perfect parries. He goes for them a lot.
Oh yeah. And he feels more successful than he isn't right there, but Chris T, little OS action for ya.
Yeah, and that's a tough situation because you can't really react to whether they get hit or blocked. So, you know, if you want to make it a true block stream, you got to go for the light. But I know Nephew wanted to get as much damage as possible if he got the hit. So he went for the gap in there with the medium. And Chris was able to punish that.
Yeah, precisely. You have to commit to the option following the driver's cancel usually beforehand. And Nephew exposing the Jinrai right there with a level 1. It's the throw for the kill. Very convincing second round.
Yeah. So good start for Chris T, but Nephew answers right back. And so who's going to get that nice little boost on the first game lead?
Little throw frame trap from Nephew, but Chris T wakes up with it. Oh, the Jinrais, bro. It's going to be tough to use that against Nephew, fam.
Yeah, even had the read on the light ender, so he had the low parry ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and he tried to sneak in the jump over for the cross up, but Nephew still had the cross cut ready to go.
We're trying to force the issue, but he's outside the range of the throw. I don't know if he wanted the micro walk and just didn't get it. He was trying to be so precise, but either way, Chris T, huge punish.
I'm not sure he would try to do that, you know, bait them into whiffing the throw. Nice. The stagger on the lights. We've been seeing a lot, but the call out on the shimmy from Nephew. And he's going to take game number 1 on that hard read.
Nephew is a confident decision maker, man. He will definitely swing big in moments like that, and that's exactly why. Yeah, you might be right, James. You might have been trying to set up like the intentional whiff throw, like bait type situation. Right. I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
It kind of reminds me of, what was it? It was Dual Kevin at Street Fighter League when he actually beat Blaz, right? Like he was like, you know what? I was like, you know, questioning myself. I did it, but I just went with the first decision I thought of, you know? And that's kind of like how Nephew plays. Like you said, he's so good at just committing to the call outs and such.
100%. Chris T is going to get that patented Ken side switch combo after the third jab connected. Oh, the Renko gets a whiff punish heavy.
It's really rare to see that Renko kick missed because it reaches so damn far. But Chris T had the spacing just right.
It's one of those moves, and it has like a long startup, but also like the proximity block on it starts really fast too, right? So it's hard to walk out of.
And also that startup of it too, like, isn't very like, you know, isn't telegraphed. You know what I mean?
It's not. It's not.
Right.
Very deceiving startup animation.
And Chris T, thanks to that level 1, gonna get out of the corner, which is nice, but he's still burned out right here. Oh, good reaction to the neutral jump. I thought Nephew was gonna throw out a level 1 in there again against the General. Bro.
Yeah, we didn't even get to see what Ken tried. I don't know what Chris T even win with. Nephew just with a sword normal with a crouch medium punch, sliced right through it.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, like the sword normals, as you call it, that was definitely a stab right there. So
Trying to make it look like Excalibur with that range. It was just such a crazy animation.
yeah.
Oh, and again, right, exposing this Jinrai pressure. I don't know if Nephew's let one rock.
Oh, there's that Renko again. The beautiful thing about it is if it does connect, usually that light. Oh, and he didn't do follow, but there's nothing you can do. That is a guaranteed punish right there. And then gets the meaty.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? The medium Jinrai is -7. So as long as you bring it out, it doesn't matter what the follow-up is. It doesn't matter if you don't cancel it. Jury can punish it. Leave with the ODDP as well. So that was great awareness. Right, the level 1 is 7 frame startup, so it's exactly the amount you need. And yeah, man, it's tough. Like we talked about, that Jinrai pressure is just not gonna fly in this matchup and this player matchup as well. Like Nephew is just so good against stuff like that. You can't autopilot on him ever. He's just too good.
Right. So now, dangerous situation here for Chris T. I mean, but he saw what Chris CCH did to him, right? So he went up 2-0, and then Chris CCH brought it back. Chris T knows just as much as anybody else that he can get these next 2 games and bring it to a final game. But Nephew is determined here, because remember, he 3-0'd his opponent at the start, and I think he's looking for another 3-0 here.
That's a good point, man. Nephew has been really strong so far. Whoa.
I mean, both of these players were in that hyperbolic time chamber for Street Fighter League. It's so good to be able to talk about it knowing that it actually just happened.
Yeah. 100%, man. Oh, this time Chris T when that striking first. Oh, doesn't actually try a crossbar or anything like that, but the drive reversal does get punished outright, and then the back throw happens.
Yep, so he got the corner position. I was about to say, oh no, he didn't go for a... I mean, I don't know if he had a good route into be able to launch the Dragon Lash and the run Dragon Lash, so that was probably the best. Oh my god!
Yeah, just another little micro walk back.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that Nephew was just standing there without blocking for so long and just kind of like wiggled back and forth, so scary. It's one of the hardest things to do in this game, is to leave yourself vulnerable in front of the opponent like that.
Man.
Oh, and one hit could kill now, because he's got CA on deck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And now the drive through. Wow, Chris is waking up and like did like a fake step walk back. It felt like immediately into walk jab. Caught Nephew trying to pursue him. That was a big gamble, but man, it paid off.
Yeah, so Chris T still alive, but obviously you got to look at that super meter right here. Oh, and you know what? This is a good idea for Nephew. Just spend the 1, get the damage, and then on top of that, he might even be able to build back to a level 3 later on, or just keep more for more counters to Jinrai.
Yeah, at this point, I like Chris T kind of switch it up to, go for run pressure, bro. Like, maybe you'll catch Nephew off guard more with that, because like, the Jinrai pressure is just so automatic for him to stuff.
Good defense from Chris. And look at that, the whip and the button right away. He's got a level 1, but he's not going to spend it just yet. That's a trade, yep.
Yeah, I would rather keep the corner right, knowing the level 1's not going to kill. Wow, drive rush to level 3, but the jab was quick enough to recover. Chris still in this.
Was Chris trying to beat that out? But Chris does drive rush with lights a lot. So he does drive rush with lights at that close range to catch people trying to check him. So he was probably going to go for that, and it kind of just doubled into that nice safety against
100%. Yeah, I don't think he was intentionally trying to bait out the super or anything. He just recovered in time, luckily for him.
He clenched, in other words.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, man. Here we go. Chris, you can see Chris just try to walk Nephew back into the corner. Good sign of footsies right there. Wow.
Yeah, that jump in from Jury hits so early, too. You have to be very fast on your anti-air. And then Chris T baits out the reversal attempt. Oh, home the momentum. Feel it.
Yeah, what did I say? Chris knows every bit as much as anybody else. He can make that 0-2 comeback, and he's really looking good right now to be able to get it to a final game.
I like him not trying to swing or test after that overhead as well, right? It's only +1, but Jury has that stay medium kick where the first hit is 5 frames, so you really don't want to trade against it.
Yeah. And Nephew's crosscuts have been on point. Ooh.
Oh, the sword, bro. Put back in its sheath.
Here we go, Christie into the corner. That's 2. Ken has to drive rush to be able to get in there for that now.
A 4.
Oh,
a 5. Oh,
God, he's got a level 3.
He had a 6. Oh, Nephew had to get a little stylish with it as well. Cool little juggle before cashing out. Puts himself on set point.
I mean, you gotta think like, wow, like, yeah, that can be punished if it's blocked, but the fact that when she hits you, like, she gets a whole combo to level 3 with like so little scaling, it's brutal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay, he actually stuck it in overhead this time. He realized that Nephew didn't have super right, so he might not have been thinking about using the ODDP. But either way, Nephew has the corner right now, but he got caught trying to throw. Chris betting on the big level 3 for wake up is going to even up the life. Nephew still with a slight lead, though.
Yeah, but the nice thing is all other resources are pretty equal at this point. So that was a great level 3 by Chris.
Now Nephew does have the level 1 again, right? Oh, he didn't do the Jinrai. He actually parried instead.
Uh-oh, burned out. Oh, no, you are dead. And that means Chris T does indeed tie it up. And we're going to a best of 1.
Wow, man. Yeah, I said didn't do the Jinrai. I meant didn't do the super against the Jinrai. He tried to parry.
Oh,
man. Oh, man.
Ooh, not fast. Wow. That was a weird sequence right there, but Nephew came on top, was just ready for that, had the parry just on time.
That's how he gets down, man. Oh, and the big counter hit with the Renkos as well. Slight hesitation to give Christie some time.
This pressure, but now Nephew's so dangerous. Oh, no. Oh, wait.
What a reaction from Nephew right there with the DI. To once again put himself back on set point. Deja vu just happened. This time, obviously, he hopes the follow-up will go differently.
Yeah, and he did it with a perfect. Here we go, Nephew on match point. Can Chris bring it to a final game, final round? Good start for him here.
Crouch combo because he knew he whiff punished the crouch medium kick, right? So easy confirm. Oh.
Nice jump away from Chris and then just attacking with that standing heavy. Oh my goodness. Yo, that was the downtown shimmy right there, man.
It was a big reach from Chris, but managed to gain control back, but not for long. Nephew right back at him. Oh, just a walk down. Said, have you ever walked your enemy down? Doing exactly that. We'll see how Chris T's poker face holds up.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the back throw there. Wait, does that work? Oh, it does? Wow. Okay.
Nephew identified he would get the burnout on that, and he's gonna use that to get the victory.
No.
Send Chris T to the losers finals, and wait, whoever manages to make it out.
Oh man, he had that perfect read. Chris wasn't thinking about the drive impact just yet because he hadn't burnt out just yet, but Nephew had the calculation to burn him out right into the drive impact. Didn't give Chris a chance to readjust his mental stack. Caught him off guard, and man, Nephew's got to win with this cheap stuff, man. Nobody can counter. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. But good stuff to Nephew. Good stuff to Nephew. Great job. And wow, what a set right there. And of course now, that just means, of course, that Chris T is now going to be in losers finals waiting for his opponent to see if he can get his rematch with Nephew.
Yeah, it's a rematch I'm really interested in seeing happen because it felt like Chris had finally got a bit more discipline with the Jinrais, and to be fair, I think he picked his spot a little bit better. We saw a Jinrai towards the end where Nephew didn't have meter, so it looked like Nephew had been dedicating so much mind space to kind of punishing it with super that we didn't see like an ODDP punish, right? Even though he had enough drive meter where he wouldn't have burned out, he could afford to spare it. And then it was another one after that where he started to parry. So I would love to just see them face again, but of course, That requires Christy to win the losers finals and beat whoever's going to be the winner of this match right here between Chris CCH and Noah the Prodigy. And of course, such a pivotal match comes down to these two, who we saw had quite a few exchanges on various social media platforms during the season. So now Noah going to try to put Chris CCH away. And of course, Chris, Seattle's last representative, looking to put the whole region on his back.
Chris CCH perhaps fighting for the honor of his father.
Telling you, we need the dad match, bro.
I know. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we need the dad match.
That'd be amazing. Oh, checks the forward drive rush, and that means Chris CCH right here starting off well with the perfect.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about his losers run. Chris so far, he's looked monstrous. Like, legitimately, he just has felt like on an elite level, and he's doing exactly that to Noah again right here. Baits out the parry as well. Little fireball action, air to air. He's been using that consistently to control the corner.
And getting caught by that one hit right there was the first time Chris had taken damage this entire tournament. So, I mean, this entire match, and there it is right there.
Yeah, he got hit essentially once. That was essentially a double perfect. Yeah, like one time in 2 rounds, and it was off like a light. It wasn't even anything significant. It's still, bro, he has not been clipped by anything worthwhile. Counter hits Noah trying to do something. Holy.
I mean, Chris, like you said, when he started on the winner's side, at least the first 2 matches didn't look so good. I almost feel like now he took the next 2 to show, like, yeah, I could have won this, but I'm going down after Noah, you know?
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's like, I got some business to handle first. I can't count on him getting here, so I'm going to go to him. Chris CCH, oh my goodness, it has not put his hands off this man since getting down there.
I swear, because this is feeling personal. You know?
Constantly in his face. Noah's finally going to get a chance here to work the corner for himself, but a immediate throw tech.
So Chris CCH trying to fight out, but there's that stagger again, and a beautiful backdash, and was fast enough to even get the punish on the throw. So Noah almost burned out. So Chris CCH just got to let him build his drive gauge back.
And then the recovery in time to get the perfect parry off. Chris, yes, indeed, gonna try to lock him down in this corner again. Couple of throws for him. He's spinning the drive meter on it. We'll loop this man. Oh, he tried to catch him slipping.
Boy, oh wow, Chris is just going in there. No fear and no drive cancel on the crouch kick, and they interrupt with the crouch light punch. And Chris CCH is gonna take it, and see, like I said, he played it smart. He let Noah gain his drive gauge back and didn't let Noah power up in burnout.
Yeah, and then what a snipe right there. Committed to the blitz right after. He was confident. You gotta be. You have to be with the way this game has gone so far. He just had enough beer to send the level 3 afterwards. 2-0 so far. Snipes the walk back now as well. Chris looks like he can't be stopped.
Noah backing off a little bit, trying to fight his way in, but Chris CCH with the nice perfect pairing. You can see that his mental stack was on perfect pairing, though Sandblast, which is why Noah was able to jump in on him for free just a second ago.
Yeah, finally found an open up. Little gap where Chris was slipping. Oh my goodness, but no slipping here, just sliding straight onto the whip punish, and we got another throw established. Trying to bait something out, a little kill rush back, but empty jump crouch medium. That's a Noah staple. Oh, but Chris beats him to the next option, and he's on set point in a dominating fashion here.
Yeah, just like that. And that's what, 5 rounds straight? Oh, that's punishable. So he's got to cancel here to stay safe. And Noah gonna try to get some the momentum here. So he goes for that drive reversal, and he has burned himself out. But again, we all know that that doesn't really harm Noah that much.
Indeed, man. Oh, Sandblast. Smooth this man out.
Thought that was gonna be a punish. Oh, early jump heavy punch, because Noah has noticed that Chris always goes for that air to air, so he hit the button early that time. Wow, that's dead.
Buster. So much damage from the punish counter throw, and Noah was able to get that kill without spinning super. It's a big win for him.
Ooh, for shimmy. But yeah, I think that's Noah's first round. So we've often seen this where someone will win like 5 rounds in a row, and then the other person all of a sudden wins 5 rounds in a row, and then all of a sudden it's like super close, you know? But,
Indeed, man. And Noah immediately forces the issue off the drive rush cancel, but great awareness from Chris.
No free sandblast for you. Oh, and a nice check on that neutral jump. Again, he's aware that that's what Noah likes to do, is those neutral jumps.
And Noah's aware of that air-to-air answer. He's tried it all, but he gets the jump in on the sandblast. Chris CCH is going to wrap this setup 3-0 over Noah the Prodigy to advance to losers finals.
I really didn't think that was going to be a punish counter in time, but it was. And so Chris CCH with a clutch jump in, perfect read on that sandblast timing. And Chris CCH is going to advance forward, and that ends Noah the Prodigy's run to try to get into Capcom Cup.
Indeed, man. What a jump in from Chris right there. I gotta like go back and look at how much burnout Noah had left. I feel like he likes to sneak in the sandblast towards the end to try to get him there while making the opponent block or get that little extra boost from making the opponent block something with the sandblast. So maybe he had a read on that, or maybe it was just feeling it in the air, knew when that time would come to jump. So that was a great stuff from Chris CCH, man. He's gonna be in losers finals going up against Chris T.
Yeah, and I feel like everybody here watching right now has to also jump. That is, of course, jump into Mancherino right now. We have 16 codes left, guys. Like, get a jump on this, man, because like we have codes remaining for people. So 16 codes remaining. Just log in, click on this, and let's get some extra bonus cash there. Shout outs to Rotary Lover, who did donate the $5 directly, who always supports these events here. Shout outs to Rotary Lover 89. Appreciate your support, but here we go. Losers finals, Chris CCH, Chris T. Let's get those codes all used up before we get to grand finals.
And here we go, one step away from our finale. It is right back to the beginning. The battle of the Chris's. Chris T was able to send Chris CCH to the losers in the first place. Now we get a chance at revenge when it matters the most.
And where did it lead you? Back to me.
Mm-hmm.
ODDP gets out of the corner. Christine definitely need to get that, to shift that momentum, and Chris CCH is just eating every meaty right now. So yeah, smart for Christine to go for the throw that time.
Right, yeah, here conditioning Chris CCH to block with just the constant meaty pressure. Ooh, the trade, it was with Fierce, but I think Christy got rocked back far. Now, speaking of which, gets the backdash into the punish afterwards. He ends up taking the first round.
Right. Ow, a lot of trades. We've seen a lot of these trades. Okay. It's the hit, and look at this. Chris T ready for that drive rush. Throws out the crouching beating. He's gonna go for the level 3. Obviously eyeing those drive gauges right now. Wants to let himself build all the way back to 4 and put Chris down at, just out of it, but beautiful, perfect parry. But Chris didn't set him, Chris CCH, I should say, didn't set himself the dream combo.
Yeah, right after the parry, could have set it up, but instead held it for a big level 3, confirms off the medium into the flicker. Big damage here. Now he's going to set himself up. Spin the meter early as well, trying to build this meter for the ideal round 3, and that's exactly what he's going to do. It's a little bit, but every little bit counts. We've seen how that plays out plenty of times.
Yeah, and you're right, too. That was after a perfect parry. I forgot that's how he got that hit. So, yeah, doing the level 2 there would have definitely been heavily scaled, so.
Indeed.
Oh, wow, didn't quite get the punish, but still gonna get the hit, although all those light starters makes it a little bit less damage right there. You saw Chris go for that standing heavy punch meaty, trying to catch a late button.
Good.
Smart.
Yeah, I like that routing, just attacking the drive impact. Chris, good timing, and like what he showed to get out of the corner there. An excellent escape, but not for long. Oh my goodness, bruh. Just held the snatcher, waiting for Christy to take to the air. Well done by Chris CCH.
I mean, come on, Chris T. You fought Velociraptor a million times. You knew to avoid those up fireballs from Gokin. Oh, man.
Yeah, players that have options to that with their characters, right? Especially when it comes like a round ender, when they have you in the corner. It's one of the primary ways or primary times they bust that out. Big ODDP bait, though.
Yeah, and again, that's one of the big weaknesses of Ed, you know, having that slow ODDP. Can't necessarily do that DP option select against the drive rush cancels as easily. Good blocks on the low ender of the Jinrai, but counter hit, yep, causes a knockdown now, and that was kind of a nerf they gave to Ken.
Yeah, and again, Chris T, he can kind of bully with the Jinrai way more in this matchup, right? Because of that slow startup on the ODDP as well. It's not just going to outright punish medium Jinrai if you don't do a follow-up.
And any hit can lead to that level 2 right now from Chris CCH. You saw Chris T drive rush to try to blow up the perfect parry timing.
Oh, my.
Oh, the counter!
Yeah, but he spent all his meter, so he didn't have the OD blitz available. And then the chip out from Chris T. Well identified, right? Yeah, that was the thing. That's why the tug of war for drive rush, why it ends up mattering. That was one of those instances, you know, where we talked about like, we don't talk about the throw tech and the extra bar you get mattering in the moment a lot. That was one of those moments. Like, Chris T most likely would have been burnt out before that last combo if he didn't get that throw tech and that change wasn't implemented.
Yep, and here we go. Look at this, Chris T getting all the hits here. That wasn't even a combo, but he still got it. And that is an OD into a level 2 because he wasn't burned out, so he had that ready to go. And Chris CCH going down now, so it's tied 1-1.
Man, one started now real close. To be fair, that is where we left these two. It was back and forth. Incredibly tight set. Oh, man, and Chris CCH just extended walk back a little bit. Oh, speaking of which, he tried another one, but he was still in range for the back throw and got caught moving forward at the worst time.
Oh, and now the shimmy, and he goes with the optimal crouch heavy punch punish. And you see Chris going for those meaty standing light punches so he could block the ODDP from Ed in time. But here he just gets the crouching combo, beautiful confirm, into the Dragon Lash to keep that combo extended.
I feel like one of the things that Chris T learned in Japan was like, maybe I should just hit fierce more. I feel like, you know, like, I don't know if he wanted to just be like, you know, a little like high society with his ground game and footsies and always wanted the crouch medium kick or whatnot, but he's been hitting fierce way more tonight, and it has been working quite well. Oh, beautiful shimmy after the whip parry. Oh, Chris CCH. That was high level.
A mini dream combo here, but look at the damage it does. Oh, man. Oh, the spacing. Chris CCH just standing there. I keep forgetting I can't just call him Chris.
Again, this was the fierce starter as well, and we all know the damage output that follows when that is the beginning of the combo. Chris T, CA damage necessary. 2-1 lead now.
Whew. Okay, Chris T took it the first time, 3-2. Came down to the final game, final round to start off this entire top 8. Nice busting through with the ODDP. Because you will not be able to get away with gaps like that. Oh,
I said stop snatching.
Throw into the corner. Okay. Chris CCH going for the tech there. And a great whip punish again on Chris T's standing heavy kick. Oh!
Ow! That felt like a slightly delayed jump too. I don't know if it was. Oh, not another one, Chris T! Cracking open the cranium of Chris CCH. He is on set point.
Yeah, he had the reads. He's like, Chris CCH, nervous, maybe getting a little antsy. And here we go now with those throws from the last round. You see Chris CCH maybe getting again antsy, pressing buttons a little too much. And again, he keeps pushing buttons, trying to take his turn. But Chris T kept comboing into something else, chaining into something else. And so Chris CCH kept frame trapping himself, and Chris T is gonna take it emphatically with the perfect against Chris CCH.
Oh man, what a way for it all to snowball. That was an expert like recognition from Chris T to realize that the end of the last round would carry over, right? If he managed to get an ideal start and put him in a similar situation, all those things that happened in the last round were immediately going to affect this round. So that was like a real veteran, like macro outlook from Chris T right there. So amazing stuff to get into that grand finals, but always want to give props to Chris CCH, right? Always super amazing player, like you talked about earlier. Got the Salon Seattle as well, one of the premier locals in the entirety of the world. If you can check it out, if you're in the Seattle area, please do so. I know that the vibe is always immaculate, and you can see players like Chris CCH, Doma, Dandy Fam, Jake Ryan, everybody's out there. So I know they always have a good time. So check it out if you are in Seattle.
Yeah, and of course, Chris T there, I was going to say, like, the way that since he got those throws, you could tell Chris ECH was like, okay, I can't take the throws, but I need to get my turn back in these corner situations. So he kept trying to press after blocking stuff. And again, if you do a sequence of 2 buttons that only has like a 2-frame gap in between, that's a frame trap. And so if the enemy pushes a button, they get caught, and that's going to lead to that kind of a counter hit damage over there. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just to build upon your point. I really like the way Chris T like layered it as well, right? Where it was like the first 2 throws, and then he did the jab. And when you see that, like, you expect, okay, they're gonna switch it up to it's like a tick throw, right? They want to do the jab and then the throw. So that's why you saw like Chris CCH, the counter hit came out, because as you mentioned, Chris just did like the slightly delayed second jab, right? Which is not a big enough window to actually get your throw out. So that was just expert stuff from Chris, really identifying the moment right there.
Yeah, and guys, don't delay, like the jabs out there. Go now to Matcherino. 11 codes left. 11 codes left here to claim. I know you guys are there. I'm seeing, like a few hundred people watching this. So I know some of you guys haven't done this yet. Go to Matcherino, claim those codes, and award these players. I mean, obviously the person who wins is getting into Capcom Cup, which is pretty cool, but it wouldn't hurt to get like a little extra on top of that. So definitely do that. And once again, just before we go into this grand final, shout outs to Zenny Optical for sponsoring the stream over here. Shout outs to those guys, always doing some cool stuff. They have a coupon code for you guys here. I think it was level up 10. You can check out the glasses they give you. They even have these cool features where you can use like the camera on your phone, and it will like put the glasses on your face so you can see what you look like with the glasses. Yeah. And you can move your head around and stuff. It's pretty cool. So definitely check them out as well. But come on, guys, we've got, oh dang, you guys all really did just jump in there. No codes left. Let's go. Good job. Let's go.
Hell yeah, that is a great way to start to set the stage for our grand finals, right? Is going to be Nephew in the winner's side, going up against Chris T coming from the loser's side, right? And if we go over that winner's finals matchup, right, like we talked about, the Jinrai pressure just can't go with it up against Nephew, right? He's got the automatic responses with level 1, 7-frame startup. So if you do medium Jinrai, it's -7. It's guaranteed if he's got the super meter. The ODDP is 6-frame startup, so it could also shut that down automatically if he wants to spin the drive meter. So these are things that we got to keep in mind. Is Chris T going to try to bring out the heavy Jinrai, which is only -2? Slightly different animation, right? So you can get caught slipping with it. We'll see if he tries to test Nephew with that. It's going to be a lot of interesting things to watch in this matchup, I think.
I mean, the hard part, obviously, is you do crouching medium kick into the heavy Jinrai. There's enough gap that you can interrupt it in the middle of that, but that's the whole mind game, right? But, that's why a lot of people are always like, when they first saw, Tiger Nexus, they were like, oh, it's like Timu Jinrai, right? But now these days, I think people call Ken's the Timu Nexus, right?
Yeah, because they're like the Tiger Nexus is -5 on block, right? So you can, if you don't do a follow-up, you can't just ODDP it in response. It doesn't work. You'll block in time. So it's a bit more realer than the Jinrai pressure if you have the ability to call it out consistently like Jury does. In that last matchup against Ed, he doesn't, right? His ODDP is too slow, his super is too slow.
Right.
So none of those things are just automatic answers to Jinrai. So it'll be interesting to see what Chris does, like if he tries to sprinkle in a bit more run pressure as well. That was something else we saw him starting to experiment with over the course of the set. Maybe he just tries a Kuma or something, right? Maybe he tries a different character in general. But yeah, I just want to see the adjustments and the differences from grand finals to winners final.
Yeah, I mean, I know, look, Chris T is a Ken fan from beginning to end. That is his main man, and you know, like he goes as Ken goes in these games, basically, you know. So, you know, I'd be surprised to see if he did pick another character, but I mean, honestly, you know, it's still only 3 out of 5, so maybe he can try it for one game, see how it feels, and then switch back to Ken and just try to bring it home at that point. But Nephew, of course, only has to do half the work, only one set. He needs to win in this, you know, 1 3 out of 5 set, and if he can take that, then he's winning. And Chris T has to at least send Nephew to loser's bracket first before he can eliminate him. So he's got to win 2 sets of 3 out of 5.
Indeed. You know, I know that everybody knows that me and you like to yap, James. We aren't just yapping the yap right now. It looks like we're having a little bit of issues between the two players network-wise. Again, we want to make sure everything is completely stable and as clean as possible, right? Like, this is the Capcom Cup qualifying match right now. Like, we've made it to grand finals. Whoever wins this next set or 2 sets, if there's a reset, that is who makes it to Ryugoku. We don't want any type of issues, nothing to wrinkle up the situation. So as much time as we need to take to make sure this is a clean set, we will take it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we had enough time right there for you to, you know, make your hair look really nice there. I saw you working on it. I was just like kind of watching you, you know, work your magic there. So nice.
I got the hoodie up because it is too much to tame at the moment. So like that's why we're in the situations that we're in.
I also got.
But we're getting an update right now.
Yeah, gentlemen, I also got hit with the network issues, so we're all kicked out.
All right, so
yes, it looks like Steam might be down.
Is this a CFN thing? Is this a CFN thing?
It looks like it's a Steam thing.
Okay.
Steam thing we're getting a word on right now. So
no.
Take a moment here. What is today? Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it's Wednesday. Usually it's Tuesday
so
when they Tuesdays when they update Tuesday afternoon.
So
yeah, I don't. We're
all right.
Can the stream hear you?
Yeah, no, they can hear me. Yeah. So
Okay.
Cool. No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so we're doing our best trying to like get the players situated, but like it looks like even TNS got hit as well with this thing. It's affecting everyone. So just stay tuned. You know, we'll do what we can and we'll update you guys. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Rich, how have you been? No, just kidding.
Yeah, man, you know, we're here, we're out here, big chilling right now. But yeah, it's been a crazy time because, like, obviously, SFL round 1 for US happened, and now we got a bunch of World Warrior finals this weekend, and SFLU is gonna start this weekend. Like, oh man,
so good. And yeah, good stuff, by the way, on the first 2 days of that Street Fighter League, dude. So
thanks,
really
man.
Cool. Yeah, and
there's some crazy stuff.
And they're even saying that it's even in Japan, it's like getting people right now. I was actually surprised because, you know, when I looked at it, I was like, we've got to be only like 6 people left to qualify, but we have a whole 16 players left to qualify in World Warriors. So US Canada West just happens to be one of the earlier ones that's finishing. So. But we did just have Ending Walker, Kills You, and Daver as well qualified. Juicy Joe just qualified as well. Jobby M. These are all World Warrior players here, and you know, the sad part about it is I think most of those are all like Yon Angel also qualifying, Zerna qualifying. I don't remember just how many of those that Redis runs for the South by League, but we're not gonna be able to hear, you know, Redis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's grand finals. You know, we're not gonna be able to hear that for a little bit here. So,
Yeah, that is definitely unfortunate to hear. But man, yeah, you mentioned players like Juicy Joe, right? Juicy Joe made it over, like one of the staples. That I don't know when's the last time they missed the Capcom Cup, which is Phenom, right? Like he beat Phenom in grand finals, and like Phenom has always been such a dominant presence in that region. But Juicy Joe, he made it to Capcom Cup last year, right? Stepped it up again this year as well. Did a tremendous job to make it in the regional finals. Zerna making it in over Takamura, right? That's another one where it was like Takamura is always such a dominant force in that region. But we see, right, new players are starting to come up and really show out. And it's been so sick to just see the evolution of Street Fighter, man.
Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna be the one to say it. I know some people are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I'm glad a lot of these players, you know, in EU and even in Street Fighter League with NuckleDu, I'm glad that they're all playing Mai right now, because you know what? If the character's good, you know, player, you know. So
yeah, honestly, and like for everybody that's like upset or whatever about it, it's like the quickest way to get a character change is if they just win everything. So yeah, like the better players, the playing her, the quicker that things are more likely to change. Honestly, that's just how it goes. But yeah, man. I mean, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, you know, they just had an interview with Hi-Fi Nakayama Matsumoto-san, and you know, they said that they obviously we're not gonna really expect any balance changes until after Capcom Cup. Like this is probably gonna be the game that we want to play on, because we don't want to change it so much all of a sudden right before Capcom Cup. You know. Now I do hope I hope they're willing to shake things up a little bit after 3 years. Of basically kind of like a very consistent meta, right? Like it'd be interesting to try to throw shakeups like they did when they added V shifts to Street Fighter 5. You know, it's always cool to throw that kind of stuff in there. But we'll see what happens. So,
and then that's kind of the sentiment I get from a lot of players is that they're not necessarily upset with the balance issues. Sure, yada yada. Beyond that, right? Like we get so many dope top 8s with like 8 different characters or even more than that for the players, right? It just seems like they want something new. But it is time for this grand finals. We have arrived. Chris T coming from the loser side, Nephew in the winner side, right? All he needs one game and he is going to the Ryu Goku Gikon for Capcom Cup 12.
Yep, and right there's that option select that Nephew is also very fond of using, the parry attempt, and if nothing comes out, he drive rushes. And Chris definitely threw him out of that, but that way it's not a punish counter.
And precisely, try to take advantage of that button scramble, but he was just out of range. Ooh, a bust out here. Nephew wants this round, bruh.
Yeah, you saw that drive. Perfect parry attempt, but there it is, the shimmy again from Nephew. And it's crazy how far away he gets some of these shimmies from, but I love that from Chris right there. He's like, look, you're trying to shimmy walking back and forth, but you know what you're not doing when you're walking back and forth? Low blocking. So I got a crouching medium kick with your name on it here.
Yes, indeed, man. Oh, and then forcing the issue with the drive rush. Oh, Chris saw the medium come back.
That one just finding its range right there. Jury does have the farthest cancelable crouching medium kick range, but Ken's is pretty good too.
Exactly right. It's part of the 7 frame club as well, right? A bit 1 frame faster than Jury's. Oh, man, the fierce, but he was below that 3 bars. He didn't want to commit the drive rush. And because of that, he had to stay in the corner, take the next sequence, and Chris T cashed out. 1-0.
That's right. So again, Chris has to win this set to put Nephew into the loser's bracket. So if you're wondering, yes, Nephew is in the winner's side and Chris T is in the loser's side.
Cool. Chris, we see him. He's been looking for those stand heavy kicks. Oh my goodness, and that time finding the sweep, but Nephew calling out the throw attempt big.
Ooh, okay, stealing that turn, basically. It's like, I know you're plus, so I'm just gonna ODDP. Oh god, that thing reaches so far.
There's a tug of war over the turns right now. Yeah, just harassing with a heavy kick.
Yeah, and despite that, Nephew is the one that's actually lower in the drive gauge until that ODDP right there. What a neutral jump! Oh, that wasn't even a combo.
Yeah, that's a funky situation, but Nephew is gonna try to stabilize with level 1. Chris, oh my goodness, force the issue again with the drive rush. Oh man, sends it. And again, that was a smart Jinrai right there because Nephew was below that 2-bar threshold. If he spins it, he burns himself out. Chris doesn't die from it. So he's able to get away with the Jinrai there. Very smart from Chris T.
Yeah, and he also did just a tiny little micro walk back to get that whip punish because Jury standing medium punch doesn't reach that far. So, you know, he knew that Nephew had to walk forward a little bit, walked right out of the range and got that punish. But here comes Nephew again into this corner. Oh, just a little late on those Renko kicks.
Yeah, that was scurry. Just dashing into the fireball here. I like Chris looking established from longer range.
Wow, I can't believe he actually threw him.
Yeah.
Thought Chris was walking back. I thought he was going to get away from that. Oh, trade. Dude, Chris being very aggressive right now. He knows he has a big drive gauge advantage, but the walk-up light punch right there, obviously, you know, perfected by Punk the God. But, you know, Nephew and Punk, very good friends, so you know that Nephew's got that too.
Yeah, 100%. It's just a characteristic of the Punk disciples. Get the throw established from Chris T. Oh my, big jump in. It wasn't a punch either. Nephew just got caught. Looking to either walk forward or make some type of gambit. Chris T, though, that's a huge reward.
But, you know, Nephew still has that level 3, so it's not quite a lead just yet. If he can just get this kill. Oh, he tried to parry. And Chris, you know, to his credit, didn't go for the meaty throw, but he just waited to see if he could bait out a wake up from Nephew. But he saw the drive parry, and then that was just it right there.
100%, man. And just reacted to that at that point because he did bait out some type of response. It wasn't invincible, but still plenty to answer with. It is already a 2-0 lead for Chris T. He just needs one game, and we got a reset bracket. See if Nephew can kind of stem the bleeding a bit here.
Yeah, well, Nephew got that 2-0 lead on Chris. No, wait, he got a 2-0. Yeah, he did get a 2-0 lead, and Chris couldn't quite bring it back to the 3-2. Let's see if Nephew can actually get it to the 2-2 here by trying to win 2 straight here, but a great start for Chris.
Oh, man, committed to the Fuha right there. Chris thought to maybe try a walk back, something like that. Wanted to take his turn.
See those shimmy attempts.
Damn.
Nephew definitely going for a lot of shimmies here, and actually is going to go for the level 1 extension off of that target combo. Interesting, just wants the corner, it looks like. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, he read the backdash. He waited for the backdash and had the punish all locked in and ready to go.
So you ain't got nowhere to go with that backdash, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh my. The extended walk forward, and then Chris tried to just do a reversal crouch medium kick after getting hit, but Nephew waiting for that one as well. Is looking real clean here in game 3.
Yeah, Nephew definitely seems to be stronger in the neutral, but what a reaction with that Tatsu to punish the fireball from Jury.
And Chris trying to walk away after that roundhouse right there. Nephew, what's the run stop pressure him, catching him off guard. Again, just embracing the chaos right now, but Nephew wakes up with a button, caught Chris T, slide the lay button, and he's gonna make him pay all the way with it.
I didn't think he was gonna get the level 3, but he had just enough to extend it. But yeah, the instant wake up button from Nephew, you know, blew up the delayed meaty from Chris. You know, you do those delayed meaties so that you block wake up, you know, DPs or supers, and you still get the button in there. But Nephew actually just woke up with a button right away, and Chris ended up kind of like jabbing into it and got counter hit.
Yeah, it's tough. Like when you really want to thread the needle on the delays to keep them like as tight as possible, you are definitely susceptible to stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Nephew here, make sure to spin that level 1. Another convincing round here. I mean, he may have found his footing in this set, bruh.
Definitely doesn't want to save that meter, you know. Obviously, he had a huge life lead, but we saw what happened to Enzo earlier. We were talking about that a lot when he didn't spend the meter.
Indeed.
See them just walking in and out of each other's range. Okay, Nephew actually goes in. He's been stopping short with those drive rushes a lot recently, and Chris hasn't been waking up with anything, so he actually goes for the meaty that time.
Ooh, stuff. Oh, huge sweep on the whip punish attempt. Chris most likely looking for a back throw. Nephew checking the drive rush. Yeah, he's looking phenomenal right now. Cross cut shut down as well.
said, Nephew's crosscuts are so on point. Oh, that's a great trade. He tried to walk out of the throw range, but he got caught.
So unfortunate for Nephew here. Chris, he's above the 3-bar threshold as well, and baits out the button. What a whiff punish with the crouch medium kick. He's gonna have to spin the level 2 due to the routing, but that's gonna put him on set point.
If you could see me right now, I look like that meme of the one boxing referee, you know?
Oh,
you know?
man.
Man,
that's what we're seeing right now. The digital violence is at its peak. Baits out the ODDP. This is massive damage coming in again. But Nephew not dead yet. He tried the overhead, and this is going to be burnout. Huge open up for Nephew.
Oh, boy. But, you know, Christie does have 2 levels, but again, meaty fireballs are going to blow up all that. Look at this, the counter poke.
The jab, and then just outside the range of the anti-air on the neutral jump. Punishes the recovery of it, resets the grand finals. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. And yeah, we are going back to 0-0. Both players in the losers bracket. This is to get into Capcom Cup for the chance to win 1 million life-changing dollars there. So you know that these 2 players are both just, I mean, if you don't think pros like this get nervous, I'll tell you right now, these 2 are sweating right now.
Exactly right. If ever the time to get affected by tournament atmosphere or nerves and expectations or goals or anything, it's right now. Everything is on the line. Getting into Capcom Cup. This is what the season's all about. And again, it is 0-0 here as Chris T won the first set. So whoever wins this next one is our qualifier.
Oh, man. What was it that I always said? I'm so nervous and I'm not even playing.
Yeah, bro. Like,
oh, man.
And that's what we want here. Oh, just outside the range. Nephew clean with punish. That fierce game is always on point, and that's why Chris baited that one out. Beautiful stuff to start this set. Empty jump, but Nephew called it out and beats him to the next button. Let me get that burnout on top of everything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend one of those feng shui stocks right there. Oh, the range again. That standing heavy punch just reaches so far. Oh my goodness.
Man, and Nephew, he adjusted his timing, his pace at pressing the buttons ever so slightly. There's a big perfect parry into the check on the drive rush. It is so tough to fireball drive rush him, but baits out the ODDP.
I love Chris just walking forward, trying to put you in, but then Nephew found that standing medium punch, got the hit. Oh yeah, just jabbing all day, and Nephew tried to do something in between, got himself hit, and now a punish counter throw.
Oh, he tried to call it the shimmy right there. Yeah, staying safe with the Fuha cancel with the fireball, but he does the crouch medium kick, and we're all knotted up in game 1.
Yeah, Nephew did that little walk into trying to bait him into getting frame trapped by the standing medium punch. Chris recognized that since he blocked, Nephew was gonna maybe make it walk just a little bit longer, so he actually kicked earlier and caught Nephew.
The best believe, man. Oh, that's gonna be the punish. He's going back to testing over the Gen Rise. Nephew had 3 supers loaded, 2 still left. Not gonna be able to get away with that.
Yeah, so he's got 2 more, so probably no Jin Rise from Christitarian at this point.
Oh, but a slide walk into a stop. My man said, do it in the name of love. Let the level 3 go.
Look at that damage. No health left. Oh, he almost had that standing heavy punch, that spacing trap.
Oh,
where did all your drive gauge go? And you know what? I think Chris is okay with that, with this life lead, because
it gets feng shui off the table as well, right? Which is a big comeback thing that Nephew could go for. Punish counter on the throw attempt. He tried to parry one more time, and Chris T has his official first lead of grand finals.
And it's the same situation we saw earlier. Chris T walking up and not doing anything. You know, if Nephew actually wakes up with a throw, he would actually catch Chris off guard. But like, waking up with a throw is like not really an option that a lot of people think about when they think about that, you know, the RPS, right? So
yeah. Oh yeah, that was the heavy
Jinrai.
Jinrai that time.
Yeah. Oh god, that standing heavy kick right now from Nephew is putting in a lot of work, but Chris T's with punishing has really kind of stepped up.
Yeah, this is what we talked about, right? This is what we know him as. We saw a lot of aggressiveness come out his very first game against Chris CCH, but we know him as a patient player, baiting stuff out, looking for whiff punishes, and he's doing exactly that here in Grand Finals.
Oh, here we go, throw. Yeah, that was a little bit of a delayed meaty there, just in case. Oh my goodness, he just walked up.
Crazy stuff, and then DP at the peak of the jump. Nephew tried to use the dive kick to dodge the anti-air, but the Shoryuken had enough range, and now whip punishing the crouch medium kick by step up light kick. That was wild.
Yeah. And you remember during Street Fighter League how Chris T and
heavy.
Mena were talking about, like you said earlier, you know, how much they're kind of changed their mentality. And it seems to be working great for Chris T, who brings it to 2-0 with a perfect over Nephew.
And did you see the way he did that, James? We had talked about earlier, Nephew loves going with the OS where he'll hold parry. If he sees nothing happening, he'll drive rush out of it to avoid the punish counter throw. That time, he waited for the drive rush. He checked it after Nephew canceled into it, got the level 3 punish. He is up 2-0. He needs one game for Capcom Cup.
Yeah, so this is now time to lock in. If there ever was a time for Nephew right now, he has to win 3 games straight to be able to get in the Capcom Cup, or else it will be Chris Tatarian of House Tatarian making it in.
Man, this is going to be wild stuff here so far. Oh, and then already with punishing, trying to get the run pressure to jump scare him as well, but the Jinrais, we talked about it. Nephew's defense has been extremely good against it. Finds the perfect parry.
Yeah, but you can see, I mean, Chris T, that's like maybe the 3rd heavy Jinrai he's already used in this match. He knows that Nephew is not trying to look to counter that gap because he wants to punish the medium Jinrai. And so Chris is getting away with a lot of the heavy Jinrais.
Indeed, right now, just not used to kind of it, challenging that gap between the specials, doubles up on the fierce. Chris T is 1 round away from going to Japan.
You cannot have your back against the wall more than this right now. Nephew has to win 2 rounds and then 2 games. He can't drop a single game. He can't drop a round here.
Yeah, there was another heavy Jinrai right there. Nephew recognized it and chose the challenge, but Chris T recognizes the whiff. We're going to get the corner carry.
How many times has Chris whiff punished at that range now? He just has a read on Nephew is really nervous, so he keeps, you know, just trying to poke by habit, and now just gets caught by Chris T walking into the range. Just 1 or 2 more mix-ups from Chris T.
Oh, Nephew with a big throw tech here. He's about to be over the 3-bar threshold as well, thanks to that tech, but he gets cut off. The button is there, Chris T. The damage is complete. He makes it into Capcom Cup 12.
Chris T, again, he has had such a resurgence after teaming up with Mena RD in the Street Fighter League. These 2 players, Mena RD and Chris T, really gained like a very strong bond after that season, and you can see how much it's helped over here. Again, Chris T on the Bandits team this year, once again, has been doing really well in Street Fighter League as well. I think he won 2 tiebreaker matches, and like, I feel like we're seeing, I mean, literally the the return of Chris T.
Yeah, like I'm literally like looking through Wikipedia right now to see the last time he was in Capcom Cup, and from what I was able to find, it would be in 2018. The Capcom Cup 2018 was the last time he made it there, right? So a 6-year drought, 7-year drought. He'll be at Capcom Cup 12. That's going to be an incredible time.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that does mean Nephew is gonna fall short. You know, a player who has done so well last year. He made it by getting 2nd place at the Singapore major, but this year it is not meant to be. Nephew is not going to be able to qualify into Capcom Cup this year, but again, an amazing year he's had. And I mean, as much as, like, you know, we celebrate one player making it in every year. There's so much heartbreak of not being able to make it in. So not just Nephew, but everybody else that was in this top 8 and everybody else that had been playing in the World Warriors for US Canada West even before that. So it's a brutal journey here, but for one player, that is Chris T, the journey has not ended. He will be going to Japan to compete in the Ryugoku Kokugikan coming up in Capcom Cup 12.
Amazing stuff, man. He played super well, even dropping the winners final set to Nephew and bringing it back. As you mentioned, right, Nephew, a fan favorite, always love seeing him. Nephew still has a chance to make it to Ryugoku, right, via the SFL. If FlyQuest manages to do their thing, then he'll be up there with them all. But as far as the single side of things, Chris T claims the spot for US Canada West World Warrior. Amazing stuff. As you mentioned, like a staple of the scene for so long. Really had his prime in Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5, he had his ups and downs, didn't really get along with the game as much as he would have liked to. And he has made it back to Capcom Cup in 2025. It's been a beautiful story. A huge part of that with the kind of the mentorship, even though I know that Mena RD is a little bit younger, right? But not necessarily the mentorship, but the collaboration between those two has really enhanced, I think, not only Chris's game, but Mena's game as well. So big ups to both of them. Looking forward to seeing the damage Team Bandits does in round 2 of SFL US as well. But yeah, man, that's going to be it for us. Again, check in on all the World Warriors that are happening. There's a bunch happening this weekend. I know East Coast is going down as well, which is one of the hotly contested, most competitive regions in the world. So that's going to be a fire one as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations once again to Christy. As you mentioned, great partnership. I love seeing what him and Mena are doing right now. You can see the mutual respect for each other, and that's led to this victory for Chris T. But of course, a lot of it coming from Chris T himself. He's going to Japan, and we're going to see you next time. Peace.
Yeah, hey there, I do this. Never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, y'all